I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. We should be live. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, dude. What is good, everybody? What is good? Oh, man. It's just been such a long time since I've talked to you. Wonderful, wonderful chatters. Yeah. All right. So, let me just say hi to everyone here. What's up, Smout? What's good, Pinker? What's good, Eggward? What's good, Elixir? I guess I never tried pronouncing my name. What's up, Pinker? What's up, Illuminati Cake? Dude, okay. So, you guys might be wondering, who the hell is this guy? Right? Honestly, you guys are gonna be, you're in for one, okay? You're in for one tonight. As you can see, yeah, what's up, Hasho? What's up, Embre? What's up, Lilac? See, what's up, Nick Bear? What's up, Dupin? So, as you can see, right? Yeah, no, we're getting into it. We're getting into it, Foxden. So, alright. Netherless, right? Some people who are in my Discord server would know that this guy's like a moderator of mine, right? But he used to have an evil content creator past that he used to engage in more. Netherless, I would say, kind of started more off in the gaming niche and then moved on to drama commentary slowly by, like, you know, going against lolicons and finding those interesting, colorful cast of characters through there. And I'm not gonna lie, and I've said this to him multiple times, his friend group is something else. Like his old friend group, I'll say. Not his current ones. His current ones are fine. The old ones were kind of, which I know it's rich to hear that point from me of all people. Thank you, Cortrzy, for the star. So, but there's a reason. There's a reason. So, there's a couple people that have cut him off, and some Scorned people that had, you know, him cut off started to swing. All right. And today we're going to go over mainly an old friend of his that was named Batakanta. Now, this guy, he's actually not a small guy, okay? I've heard lightly about this guy a while ago, right? And he dropped a video on Netherless, and that it was very vague posting, right? There's barely any evidence. He was, you know, alluding to something. We could watch a little bit of that one, but it's his second one that's more interesting to me, because that last one was 4 months ago. Now he's made a video, and it's a bit cooked. Okay, the can just looks cute. Thanks, bud. I'm at work, but I appreciate you so much for covering this. Yeah, no worries, no worries. So let's get into it. Okay, let's get into it. So this is Batakanta, right? 13.3k subscribers. All right, then we got, I mostly make response videos to bad takes or lies I find on the internet. These videos are meant purely for entertainment, and I have no ill will towards anyone talked about on this channel. Any negativity expressed in these videos is purely for the sake of comedy and or emphasizing my points. As such, do not go out of your way to pile on or harass anyone talked about on this channel. At the end of the day, if you're entertained, I'm making money and they're making money. It's a win for everyone, okay? Great stuff. Okay, what's up, Ketamine Cakes? And Glitch Rabbit. Dude, great stuff so far. So he's made these 2 videos. I was proven right. Why disassociated from Nier / Netherless / MA Warhead, right? And as they said, so my hand was forced. The truth puts erotic roleplay in the title, inappropriate with minors, and exploiting artists. Okay? Okay, what's up, Astro John? See, this is how you know it's going to get into some amazing stuff. So as you can see, this guy kind of like popped off because he did like some gaming reviews, like, you know, a couple years ago. Got some pretty decent stuff. Went after people like Under the Mayo, which, lol. But yeah, no. Essentially, right? Essentially. Now he's been like taking jabs at Netherless. And these are no small feats, all right? 5k and 2.2k. Netherless hasn't really made any commentary videos. I will say he is working on a response. But yeah, no, let's just get a taste of this. So the first video from a couple months ago, I'll speed it up, but it has he used TTS on it, and even acknowledges, a lot of people seem to be upset that this video is rather vague. Maybe I should fix that sometime. Yeah, they're going to fix it. Let's get into it.
Intermittent reinforcement is a psychological pattern where rewards and punishments are given unpredictably. Because the reward is inconsistent, the person on the receiving end becomes more emotionally invested and attached, often more than they would with consistent treatment. Love bombing is when someone overwhelms another person with affection, praise, validation, and statements of deep value. For example, you're one of my closest friends. I've never trusted anyone like I trust you. You're such a good person. I really
I do genuinely consider you a friend. It made me realize how much I value my relationship with you. Okay, just so that you know, just because people say this doesn't automatically equate it to friendship. Hi, friend? Are we really? 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 Dude. Okay. Overwhelms another person. Okay? We're talking about, like, love bombing is, classically going to be referred to in a case such as, let's say, really common example here, relationship, right? Let's say the guy is being a fucking douchebag to his girl, right? And because of that, he's just been such a jerk, such a prick, really toxic, and she starts to think about leaving him. What that guy may do within the same day or the next day is shower her with love like it never even happened, right? To just be this awesome, wholesome saint, right? Where it's like, oh, here's some, flowers, here's this, here's that, here's some love. Oh, you're just the best person I've ever known. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. And it's just that influx, right? It goes from being a piece of shit to just showering them, overwhelming them, being like, oh, maybe they're not that bad. Maybe it was just a bad day. So that they start to think that the toxic stuff that happens to them starts to become justified. And I'm sorry, someone saying, I consider you to be a friend, and talking about how much they value you as a friend, is just not that. It just isn't, man. It just isn't. Okay? I don't know what to tell you, man. That's just that's a reach and a half. But sure, I'll play a little bit more of it.
Value having you in my life. Then, without warning, the same person criticizes minor behaviors, attacks morals, religion, or boundaries, frames no.
Do I think you're retarded? Yes. I know what it is. I've grown up in a religious family.
Normal limits as character.
You should tone down your extreme opinion.
Dismisses or belittles concerns. Suggests.
Bata is also putting words in that guy's mouth. Dude, this is just not it. I'm sorry. Dude. It's just not it, bro. It really isn't. But yeah, no.
The person is too sensitive, immature, or morally wrong. Intermittent reinforcement works because unpredictability strengthens attachment. When someone alternates between intense validation and moral or personal attacks, they create emotional instability that can trap the other person in a cycle of seeking approval. It's dangerous, not because conflict exists, but because affection is being used as a tool of control rather than connection.
I would like to begin this video by explaining a few things. First and foremost, why I'm using a TTS voice instead of my own. The reason is because I do not feel like putting any effort into the presentation of this video, as all effort is going into the research and fact-checking. So you will have to listen to Boris Anderson during this. This is...
Dude. Also, even if it's the first meeting, it's need to be overwhelming and then slowly add the criticism over time. Yeah, no, this just isn't it, though, right? That's this just isn't it. So yeah, we got like the what is it, like Go animation? Like, okay, great stuff, truly riveting stuff. But yeah, Mr. Tomato, that you? Gulps? Yeah, no. So this video is essentially going to be taking jabs at Netherless. Well, they say it, right? But like a lot of this is, like they even acknowledge, rather vague. So when they said this a month ago, they've been kind of cooking something up in the works, right? Doom PFP is an overly sensitive, needy, whiny loser. What's up, Gillo? So, yeah. No. We're not going to really watch this full first video because I'm going to be honest with you, right? If it's vague and even the person acknowledges it's fake, and it's vague, then we're going to go into one where they actually have the backed up context, okay? So, let's do that, shall we? Let's get into this.
Right, so this video is going to be the addendum to the previous one. I know that one is long, but that one is also the one that's structured and the one that has scientific and academic sources to back it up.
I ain't speaking. Okay, bro. Dude, I really hate Netherless's Hugbox group. These people suck, dude. These people suck. I don't even exactly know how their friendship, fell apart. But you know what? You know what? I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. I thought it was 10 minutes. No, it wasn't. No.
As well as evidence. So I know it's long, but go ahead and watch that one first, otherwise you will not know a single thing that is going on in this one. Like, this one's just off script. I will provide timestamps for this video, but yeah, like I said, the other one is the more important one.
Do not call them Gurugula.
So you might then be wondering, is this one really necessary? And well, long story short, number one, I did make that community post where I said that if the people who were talked about in the previous video...
Yeah, sure, let's look at that community post. Let's see, addendum to the video. Upon seeing it, the manipulators in question kept using the same tactics, presented to paint themselves as the victims and lie about the video despite clear evidence existing. They also lie about me deleting my server despite the fact I transferred ownership of it, and as such, couldn't delete it. Most importantly, and why I'm making this post, they once again began privately coming to everyone they thought helped me, with the video to lessen the impact and or punish them. Same as they have been doing all these years ago. If they wanted to resolve things, they would have reached out to me as they knew a mutual of mine. This shows they have no ability to self-reflect, further reinforcing the video. The bottom line is, if they try and make any attempts at attacking anyone who they think I talk to, regardless of if they actually did it or not, I will absolutely not stand for it. Cool, do you have any evidence that they did that? No? Not in here at least, right? And I guess you showed a screenshot showing the ownership transfer to someone else. Okay, great, lovely. But I'm really going to stick on the part that really catches my eye here. All right, manipulators. Manipulators, bro. Really? You guys are going to really love that they say manipulator once we get through this video. Okay. That moment when you realize anyone can have a hit piece made on them. True! Yeah, so let's keep going.
I said to try and gaslight or in some way punish the people that I was on good terms with before I left, that I will not stand for it. Yeah, you can take a wild guess as to what happened.
Hold up.
The people that
What's
I was
this?
on good terms with before I left, that I will not stand for it. Yeah, you can take a...
Nope. Okay, how much have you seen of it? All of it. What did you make of it after everything? I can't speak to the situations you described that I wasn't involved in there to witness. But as for the ones I was involved with, it's quite accurate. Then we got Netherless saying, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything or invalidate how you feel. What I think, though, is that he grossly misrepresents my intentions when it came to the time frame, and others were talking about as you though you did something wrong. That situation overall, plus I had an issue with him framing it as though I thought you hated me. I never thought like that. Sorry for taking so long, by the way. I'm kind of all over the place emotionally. Unfortunate that these leaked. Yeah, no, Netherless was kind of beating himself up like a few months ago. But yeah, no, he's fine. And the only reason you came to me at all is because Batakanta took issue with it since you and Nick had been spreading outright lies about me behind my back for months at this point, which understandably made him angry as it wasn't the first time something like this had happened. And then Netherless says that's not true at all. The way we were going about it wasn't an effort of spreading lies about you or anything. When it came down to what we talked about or gossiped, it was our recounting of events which only amounted to petty squabble. I don't view it as, I'm not saying this as though I or my friends didn't do anything wrong, because we did. We should have talked to you way earlier, and it was on us to clear the air. I don't know if you saw my response in Samsura, and I am more than willing to acknowledge that I have wronged you. I am genuinely sorry for what I did. I was all out of bad habits I have since broken, or am trying to break. If this is just too little, too late, and this affects your view of me as a person, I understand. I mean, dog, if it's just ranting, bro, or whatever about someone in a private server, whatever, man. But yeah, hold on. Thank you for the 5, Buzzley. Did not see the video, but as someone who was in the friend group, I have no knowledge that Nier did stuff with minors. Yeah, no, so we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you view it as lying behind my back or not, that's just simply what happened. You and Nick accused me of talking shit, dog, about Leo behind his back when I never did such a thing. Everyone's reached out to me to clarify if any... Is that really what this is about? Is that really what it's about? Talking shit? Hold on. Bro, that's so stupid. No.
Well, guess as to what happened.
Dude, this guy was talking shit about you. You could have clarified with me if what my intentions were of saying these things was actually in a negative light. Dude, fuck off.
And number 2, they pretty much self-reported immediately after my video dropped. And number 3, there are some screenshots I have, like from the entire thing, on my computer right now, which I would very much like to delete and not have it saved. But at the same time, I really do not feel like taking this shit to my grave, because I think it's important enough to be talked about. And so, gloves off now, because in that previous video I was purposefully being vague, and the purpose of that was so that I don't end up pointing fingers, because I thought that maybe they would take the L gracefully.
What? So, okay. So, you vague posted because you thought people would just naturally assume responsibility, but you didn't know the full details, so you made a public video about things that you didn't fully grasp? What is the standard in this side of the community? This is stupid. So you had a nearly 40-minute vague post, and you were too afraid to accuse people directly because I guess you didn't really know the details? That's what Dude. So, you didn't know all the details, as you just self-admitted. You made a vague post and just expected people to just take the L gracefully. What? Are you stupid? Like, genuinely? Is this guy talking to the video autistic? I need to know for research purposes. Rumors on the street is that they might be. We'll see though. We'll see. Okay.
And maybe take a look at themselves and improve without being...
You just think that they're gonna self-reflect off of a fucking big post? Okay, bro. Okay. Bro. It's literally whoever calls dibs on being the victim, the perpetrator has to automatically kneel. True, Gilla, true.
Publicly outed. But unfortunately, since they decide to self-report, it's now completely in vain, and so all the effort that I put into that is now just completely wasted. And not only that, but the parts that I purposefully did not mention because it would make them look far worse, well, they took that to say that there's some missing context and that I'm fucking misconstruing what they said and what is happening. So, I guess that was my mistake, and I will be remedying that in this video.
I just didn't think that... Okay, so how are we gonna... Okay, this community is just blowing my mind right now. So we're getting on people for talking shit about people in a private server, but you made a public video without knowing all the facts and just vague posted and hope people would just take the L. What? I'm flabbergasted right now, dude. Did you try to talk to them before the video, or... I don't know, man. I kind of mind blown. Because in that community post, he was pretty upset that people didn't, like, try to basically shake his mutual to get into contact with him. I don't... I'm a little taken aback. I don't know. Okay, whatever, dude. Whatever, sure, let's let him cook, guys. Let's let him cook. Yeah, what's up, Be a Gamer? Yeah, let's let the guy cook.
Okay, so as of who those people were, in the first incident, the one that was the major instigator and the one that like brought the other 2 people along in order to like raid my Discord while I'm asleep, that was Brother Nier 2.0 / Netherless / MA Warhead / Nier fanboy, however the fuck you know him as, like it doesn't really matter. And then the other person along came in that situation that...
Dude, okay. Also, no, Ace, don't start the stream without me. Restart the stream a little bit. Nope. Bata had already predetermined that he was going to ghost me in the community. He planned for this from the start. Then how is he going to get on people for fucking reaching out if he ghosted them? Sure. So we got some guy online. The fuck do you mean Rule 34 is just porn? That's all it is. Not even specific porn. Just porn. That's falso. Then we got, well, see, that's the definition of Rule 34. If it exists, there's porn of it. I know it is, Adolf. And I hate it. you can't really help that if Google established that rule when they have so much influence on the internet now. I still hate it. That rule is as old as the internet itself. One of the reasons why I hate the internet. What? Okay. I guess, he just really hates Rule 34. Dude, Batakanta just shakes his head no to show that he doesn't like the Rule 34. Okay. Let's just...
was like trying to groom me into accepting porn.
Oh, right. Sorry. Dude, you guys have to hear this. Alright, I can't speed this up. You guys need to hear this. Okay?
It's like it doesn't really matter. And then the other person along came in that situation that was like trying to groom me into accepting porn.
Groom him into accepting porn. Dude. Just fucking mind blown right there. This guy's a grown adult, right? And he's trying to make the argument that other grown adults, by simply stating a fucking meme, Rule 34, is grooming him into pornography. Grooming him into accepting it. I just... When I saw this, alright, when I saw this part, I was like, okay, yeah, I need to talk about this. Dude, accepting the reality of the situation is now grooming. Dude, I believe this guy's in his 20s. It would be one thing, Rose, if this guy was like freshly 18 and saying shit like this. No, this guy is in his 20s to my understanding. So, just fucking mind blown right there. But yeah.
As well as getting like pissy at me for saying that I'm uncomfortable around hypersexual minors. That was his
Where was that?
co-writer for his project. Some guy named, literally some guy online.
What?
Otherwise known as Nick. Otherwise known as Melv. Or...
I believe that guy's in my server. That's not a minor. But yeah.
Or... Okay, can I even say this word on you?
A guy online, okay? A guy online YouTube, okay? We could make the... Yeah, you got Nick, bro. You got Nick, dude. He's so anti-Semitic. But yeah, sure. You got him. You got him, bro. You got him, dude.
YouTube, I'm not sure, so I'm not gonna risk it. But yeah, that's basically that. Which, fun fact, after the video dropped, he tried to denying, like Nick specifically, tried to deny the entire incident with them getting mad at me for me saying that I'm uncomfortable around sexual minors, but...
Where was that? It just doesn't exist. You just have nothing for that. Bro! Anyways, Ace is the perfect background yap while I draw freaky stuff. Anyone with me in it? Okay, bro. I know what you are. No, but it's like... Where? I hope you show something, right? But, like, that conversation was just them talking about Google just having Rule 34, which has been a meme for decades. Like, unironically, that and you called it grooming, but sure. Whatever.
There was actually a fourth person in that VC, and it's one I
we're
purposely
just gonna gloss over the hypersexual minor thing, right?
not mention because the person in question was a minor.
A
And well, that minor in
minor.
question already confirmed that to multiple other people. So, not only do I have further confirmation that that did indeed happen, but also they were completely fine with doing that shit in front of a minor.
So,
Ain't that fucking swell?
where? Is the evidence in the room with us? Note that he did not have an issue with these hypersexual minors up until people started talking shit. Sure. The problem I'm having, Gilla, is that I don't even have proof that this guy's even a minor. To my understanding, I'm pretty sure this guy's an adult. But I'm just not seeing anything. Just nothing. This guy's like a rookie. I'm just... Bro.
Then, in that second incident where they were bad-mouthing someone behind their back, the person they were bad-mouthing is Thunderstruck115.
Sure.
And the two main people that I confronted in that situation were once again Nier and Nick. But there was also a third guy, and it was some Irish dude from Discord named Leo.
Sure.
And he was basically
I know Leo.
being a pouty child about the entire thing and did not want to resolve it. And, you know, we'll get
Any
back
DMs?
to that a little bit more later on, because, trust me, there's a lot more worse shit that happens.
Dude, fucking almost 4 minutes into this video, and we just have already batshit insane claims and barely any evidence to back serious claims. I'm just, bro. Damn.
Happens around that. Then the third incident is probably the most well-known, at least on YouTube. And once again, the main perpetrator behind that was Nier, and the person who he was falsely accusing of attempted murder was a British potato.
Okay, so let's see this. The British potato said, damn, didn't know making a joke in a private call would cost 3 years of insanity. Okay. Let's get into this. Alright. Netherless, if you're still in the chat, you can correct minor points, but I'm going to try to say it to the best of my recollection. This guy was in a VC with, like, Netherless and a group of friends, right? He was really fucking drunk. Okay? Really drunk. And the reason why this guy got accused of attempted murder, right, is because from his own mouth, this guy talked about throwing his girlfriend in front of a moving truck, right? And to keep in mind, this supposedly was not elaborated that this was a joke. This was not said to be a joke, even after they made that comment, even after that day, right? In fact, even when they seriously confronted them, they didn't elaborate it was a joke, supposedly so, right? So I'm not going to lie, I'm sorry. If you don't clarify it's a joke, and you tell people in a VC that you threw your girlfriend in front of a moving truck, then yeah, I'm not going to lie, I don't know why you're surprised by having that accusation against you, bro. Like, I'm kind of fucking mind blown here. Why you'd be surprised about that? What do you think was going to happen if you didn't clarify saying, yeah, I threw my girlfriend in front of a truck? What do you think would happen? Dude. I'm just... Yeah, even Truck Coon is side-eyeing this guy. Okay, Gilla, what if she was annoying? Okay, bruh. Is this VC recorded? To my knowledge, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they had like a confrontation one that might have been recorded. But the joke was recorded? Sure. Sure, if there's a recording, someone could post that in my server, and then I could even look at it. But that is my understanding of why this guy is being called an attempted murderer. Okay? So, yeah. Here we go. There's that. So here we go.
And then Thunderstruck 115.
For more context, the fact Potato threw his girlfriend in front of a car was brought up after I asked him how serious his toxic relationship with them was. Okay, that's insane. I didn't know that detail. That's insane. That's actually insane. But yeah. Some of you may have noticed, but I privated my video, British Potato, the one from February, regarding the Tetris kid. And that's because I made some serious claims that were based on some bad information, specifically the part about him pushing his trans girlfriend in front of a car. As I recently learned, the person I got the clip from took it completely out of context. And with the full context, it was pretty clear that a British Potato was joking and did not actually do it. It was never my intention to slander him, and I would not have included the claim in my video had I known. When I eventually get time to do so, I will put the video back up with the slander's claims removed. I'm sorry to bring shit up from 5 months ago, but I believe it's important for me to set the record straight on a claim as serious as this. Okay? Okay. So, I guess what changed? If it was so obviously a joke, then why not just the joke itself being said made it obvious that it was a joke? What more of the clip did you see that was like, ah, yeah, there it is? Like, how much did you have to go off of? I'm so confused, bro. Whatever, bro. Whatever. Sure. Yeah. We need to beat up A-Space with hammers? That reminds me of someone. But yeah.
The person who blew the whistle on that. And then after that, like, Nier basically started antagonizing him just completely, which led to the big confrontation. And then the other people who were on Nier's side during that confrontation that I remember right now were Psychonautic Therapy,
Yep.
and some woman on Discord named Deadly, who also, fun fact, was the ex of British Potato that I mentioned, and the same one that Nier was trying to use as a shield against criticism.
What? Proof? Context alert? If Krillix was up for it, he could elaborate a bit on what made Thunder and Bata change their minds. He'd know more on that part. If Krillix is up right now and available, he's fully free to call in. But yeah, dude, brother. Context hat, context pointing at context sign. Will we get evidence? Proof? Question mark?
But also, afterwards, there was a VC...
Oh, we're just gonna gloss over it. Thanks, bro. Yeah, why would I fucking need that, dude? Yeah, fuck you, dude.
that happened in a Nier server when they were like watching my video for the first time, and in that VC, Deadly actually said that she wanted to talk to me. And the reason she cited for wanting to talk to me is because she wanted to use emotional blackmail of her being cheated on by a British potato.
What?
In order to silence me about criticizing Nier literally breaking the law.
What the fuck is that framing? What? Hi, Yen, what's up? Dude, what? In order to silence me about criticizing Nier literally breaking the law. Dude, context? Context hat? Is this guy just saying stuff? Dude, he's just like Anthony, bro. I just say shit, man. More happened in that VC as well. Dude, thank God we got the white text on the screen. I was getting worried that there was not enough evidence. But more happened in that VC as well, such as a guy who was, if I remember correctly, oh, that's great, in the Marines, making a veiled threat towards me of, is he only making this video because he thinks he's safe over there in Croatia? Limfao. Evidence alert? Evidence? Because that sounds private? Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie, right? I'm sorry, not everyone wants their relationship issues just thrown out into be a public spectacle. I know it's a shocking concept. Okay? Fuck. Dude. It's over, bro. Okay. Dude. I'm just gonna call you B because I'm not remember the rest of your name anyway. I'm A-Space. I'm awesome. The Marine, no, he was not. He was in the Navy. That he was referred to as reject. I don't know why he took that seriously, Lamau. I'm not surprised. Yo, what's up, monsters? Yeah, I'm not shocked. But yeah.
Because yes, falsely accusing someone of attempted murder is against the law. You can be sued for that shit. But also, the things that I mentioned in that video, they're not news to them. Like, they already knew that I didn't like that fucking shit that they were doing, and that it's an issue that needs to be resolved. But you know, now suddenly that it's out that publicly, you know, now all of a sudden they're gonna sit here and pretend that they had no idea, when that's a fucking lie. Like, I've mentioned it to multiple people, on multiple occasions, multiple times. And so we get to their lovely freaking responses. So first and foremost you have Nick, and the immediate first thing he did is trying to accuse me of being more transphobic. And for what reason? Well, because I was critical of someone siding with Sate. You know, that Sate. The one from the road.
Worse than Quantum TV, Safe? Brother. Okay. Just casual UTTP member moment. Okay, awesome.
Rich incident, if anyone remembers that. But here's another fun fact about him. During the time that this person was defending Sate, it was also well known that he was a member of a group known as the UTTP, otherwise known as that one group that got raided by the FBI for, well, what it says on the right side of the screen.
See, Sam?
I cannot repeat it, even if I wanted to on YouTube, because it involves, well, what you can see. And if you don't believe me, here's the literal proof of that. Like, this fucking stream is still up.
Saith versus Anti-Troll. Okay. It seems like they hosted a debate between, either they hosted a debate or just went over coverage of someone's bad content. Like, what am I supposed to care about here? What is this called? Defending/siding with criminals wanted by the FBI? Well, here's the problem, right? And this is gonna happen with Saith's claims. Saith tends to like slander people, right? Like that's just a thing that they do because that's like UTTP. They fake screenshots and they try to file fake, real police reports against people to get them swatted and shit, right? Like that's obviously, if there's any reasonable skepticism, that's probably why. Yeah. Why would he be accused of being transphobic? Lol? For context, I also called out Sanity for this. I mean, sure. What, is Sanity like... Is Sanity agreeing with Saith? Are they going against Saith? Like... I mean, I can understand why someone would be skeptical of the guy who's known for faking evidence against people. Right? Like, I'm not going to pretend like I don't. But, yeah, no. Alright. I digress.
You can go ahead and check it. But yeah, this is the 3 where the Saith was their little, guest of honor, if you will.
Guest of honor. Okay, so it seems like they were cozying up to Saith. I would have appreciated clips. Yeah, no. Shouldn't have had Saith on. Sandy allowed to give Saith a public platform while knowing he is a bad influence. Well, bad influence kind of like downplays the type of insanity the guy is. Yeah, no. Yeah, that would be an L on moment of sanity. Yeah. Not gonna say it's like, unforgivable, but it's like it's just not even worth for the first part. It's not really even worth trying to give a guy like that the time of day. And B, I mean, yeah, the guy is literally just he's in an evil group, okay? I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. Sure.
And not only that, but Nick also complained about the fact that this person's community likes celebrating unlawful murders of people over opinions. And not only did this community call Nick racist, as well as homing misophobic, because he said, hey, maybe we should not do that.
Okay.
But now Nick is setting all of that aside in order to try and fucking get on my case. Like, isn't that fucking strange? Like, this just goes to show you, like, these guys have absolutely no integrity. They will drop anyone at the whim of a hat, and they will side with the absolute worst people imaginable, given the opportunity, which, we are going to get back.
You're generalizing this as, like, everyone did it? I get, that's such a weird way to go about it. So, like, you've made insane claims, you've also made claims that you just don't have receipts for, and you're generalizing groups. I don't really understand if you genuinely have like nukes against, especially Nier, right? Why not just use it against him? Like, yeah, you could say that that's a valid piece of criticism against Moment of Sanity. But what does that have to do with Nier? Like, this is such a weird... Yeah, this sounds like such a weird position to take. But sure.
To that later on, trust me. But then we also get to Nier's wonderful response, and this one's quite a doozy. Even
Okay.
if I wanted to provide the full context to reveal what was said in the video, it doesn't matter. His server is gone, which is where most of that scuffle had taken place, so he literally took away my only opportunity to provide an actual defense. Holy shit, it's been years since I've...
Yeah, hold on. The most I could refute is stuff with the British potato and some stuff that took place in Drag's server, but again, none of that matters. It doesn't help that he did this, where I don't do commentary anymore, nor the fact that I don't have the audience like I used to anymore, so even a response to all of that seems rather pointless. I can go on about how I try to make things better with Bata, that I broke some of the habits that he had a problem with. I genuinely wanted to be his friend and to change his mindset, and not everyone on the internet is bad or fake. I could also express how he really gave me a chance to change properly with what little time frame I had, and when he ultimately decided he was going to leave, but there's not much leeway in doing that either, because at that point it's up to anybody to believe me or not. And I know he's being disingenuous in the video, I know he doesn't provide full context, but almost all the context is gone now. So yeah, this would have been back with his vague post video. I will say, right, yeah, this isn't even a refutation of the claim he was supposed to be addressing all. Yeah, no. I will say, like I said, if you notice how Netherless speaks here, it's just because he was very low point for the guy. Very low point. I remember this, so. But yeah, no, there's not really much wrong with this. You vague posted, you took things out of context, you're already doing a bad job in this video. Like, there's not really anything wrong. I mean, if you're just gonna sit here and call it soy, then whatever, but you're not really pointing out the inaccuracies here. But let's see.
The opportunity to provide an actual defense. Holy shit, it's been years since I've done that voice last time. But yeah, no, this is like absolute fucking lie. Like, first and foremost, I did not delete that server.
Oh my god, who cares? Dude, I don't fucking care. He falsely accused me of owning my server when I clearly transferred the ownership to someone.
Your Discord account if you still
oh
have
my
active
god,
server
you show an
type
email.
to
Who
delete
cares?
it. And you know, here's the literal proof from the horse's.
Oh my god, dude. Lying about my server? That's what this segment. Shh. Me. We're moving on. Fuck that. That was so stupid. Okay, whatever, man. Whatever. Dude. Okay. No, this is actually a terrible solution because it also lists private. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Wrong. The most I could refute is to stop with a British potato. No you can't, because you're objectively in the wrong there. Like, there are literal live streams that Psychonautic Therapy, I believe, still has public on his channel, where you're literally being called out there.
It's not like Brother Nier didn't say you killed your wife. That was pretty retarded.
Did I say kill?
Yeah, they straight up were like, you killed your wife. It's like, what?
I
No,
think
to be fair, you didn't say that. That was Kree.
I think okay, but in Potato's defense, in my DMs,
Nier denies accusing ADP of murder, is immediately given evidence that he did. I thought the claim was attempted murder. Like, not to be like that semantical little fuck, right? But it's like, dude, switching the goalpost?
did use the word murder. I guess I can do that. But you used the word murder, and then I told you that's not what it is, and then you corrected it to attempted manslaughter.
Nier then accused ADP of attempted manslaughter, proving he has no clue what that even is. Yeah, not gonna lie. I did chat with Netherless about that. Manslaughter is supposed to be like accidentally killing someone. You can't attempt to accidentally kill someone. But yeah, bit of a bit of a trip here.
Well, if it, like, I don't really know how you would attempt, isn't manslaughter literally inadvertent murder?
Yes.
So then it would be attempted murder.
No.
That would be correct.
And I
No, what? No, manslaughter, bro. Manslaughter is accidentally killing some, bro. No, because murder would be planning out a kill and then doing it, while manslaughter would be by accident. You can't, bro. I'm gonna lose brain cells here. Dude, fuck me. Whatever, man. Whatever. No.
I mean, like, I did say attempted.
We did think it was a joke at first and shit either, but that's all in the past and besides.
That's all in the past, clearly not for Nier, when he now wants to die on that hill with his response to me, despite admitting he's wrong.
That's the point. We just wanted to address it because of...
Not only that, but...
This shows how two-faced he is. Publicly, he will apologize and claim he was wrong. Privately, he will continue trying to defend himself. If you want his thought process at the time, he's going to give you his thought process at the time. If you jump the gun and just say something that's blatantly false, he's going to correct the record. What's wrong with that? Like, what more do you want? Yeah. Dude. You just have to kill someone with that intent. Yeah, that's the difference, right? Intentional versus accidental. That's like my point. I don't think you could... I don't think you could attempt an accident. But, yeah.
You literally agree that you were in the wrong, and yet despite that you kept going on with that entire fucking shitstorm. But you also tried to shame both Thunderstruck and Krillix for telling the fucking truth. And then you thought that you could, like, come to my fucking Discord server to attack them, which is also where you tried to abuse your authority as a moderator. Like, fuck off with that.
What are these... Dude, this is so... You abused your moderator status by going at this person in my server. Dude... Dude, I will say something about Netherless, right? A lot of the people that swing at him used to be in his group, right? So it's like, I hear claims about him sometimes every now and then, right? And it's just like, and we're going to get into some other people that's made claims about him. Trust me. I'm with glee. But it's like, I don't... It's... Netherless kind of just live the life as like, with friends like these, who needs enemies? Okay, like... yeah. Yeah.
Fucking bullshit, bro. It doesn't help that he did this for not to commentary anymore, nor the fact that I don't have the audience
Yeah, we read that.
for the last 2 or 3 fucking years.
Sure.
I had a problem with. Okay, no, that is an absolute fucking lie. If you try to break or broke some of the habits that I had a problem with, then number 1, you would not have forced erotic roleplay to.
Oh, we're getting into this. So this is a really fucking heavy but stupid allegation. So we have this docket, right? This is from a Google Doc listed publicly under Nier's Void Grave, D&D announcement video. And they take notes, they put what basically happened in the session in the document, and it's been made apparently publicly documented since session 5. So we got screenshots from session 7, 11/1/2025. The beginning of the session was cursed. Isham and Kara woke up everybody, and after she experienced a very powerful climax, and then here's one from here. And they fucked. Yes, describing what's climax is generally classified as erotic roleplay, as explicitly depicts sexual acts, pleasure, or intimate scenarios. Dude. Could you explain why we skipped the part where Bata was telling Nier how to show the information? I don't really care about the server stuff, dude. I'm gonna be so fucking honest. I don't care about the server thing. It's like, okay, yeah, sure. If Netherless got details wrong about him owning the server, then sure. Sure. Batakanta could have that one. Yeah. But yeah, no. But it's so dumb.
During your D&D campaign, which you did not ask me, or I believe anyone else for that matter, for consent, you would not have tried to groom me into accepting pornography after
You would have not tried to groom me into accepting pornography. We're doing this again?
I told you very well that I'm very sensitive to that fucking shit.
Yeah, you hate
Not
porn.
to mention, you also would not have called me a pedophile because I said that I don't want to interact with a minor who cannot shut up about gay porn for 2 fucking seconds.
Proof?
You also would not have talked behind Thunderstruck's back when you know very well that the entire reason I even talked to you about the situation is not because I was offended, but because I don't like you doing that in general, because if you do it to someone who actually fucking cares, you would get into major fucking trouble and you would never hear from them ever again. Not to mention, you also would not have continued talking shit about me behind my back, not even a week after I fucking left. And let's also not neglect to mention, coming back to the entire point of the erotic roleplay during his D&D campaign.
Yeah, let's get into it.
He also continued to allow inappropriate roleplay, even when there was a minor playing with them. And yes, that one is actually public, and I'll play it right fucking now.
So, keep in mind, the claim is inappropriate erotic roleplay with a minor. Right? Right. So, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to play it, and you guys are going to tell me if this is evil.
It made me write all of this as she, like, motions her eyes to, like, all the scribble she put on the ceiling, wall, and floor.
I'm gonna look at it. Okay. Whose blood is this, anyways?
Mine. As she just starts, like, whimpering and just going, "It's not fair." She just continues saying, "It's not fair," as she's crying onto your shoulder.
Okay.
Isham nods and actually
One of the players is a minor.
leans in to
Sure.
kiss her.
I believe they're 17. They're almost turning to 18, is my understanding. But there's a reason why we're going to highlight that person in a second. Because Batakanta is very interesting with this point, but sure.
She just leans in, like, I'm assuming like you're kissing her forehead or something.
Oh, no. I'm going to make out.
Immediately starts inappropriate roleplay. So, first off, NPC emotionally unloading due to a serious incident. Where? A very serious incident. Lol? Like, sorry, a guy whimpering his voice doesn't automatically mean that, like, the woman's gooning. Like, Gooner brain? Gooner brain? Oh no, Gil, it gets better. Yeah, this part was irresponsible and stupid. I don't get. Yeah, so here's the thing, right? This will be my consistent criticism of Netherless, but yes, he was in the gaming niche, right? Gaming niche doesn't really have the same standards as commentary, right? I understand that. However, I would still argue that if he was moving into commentary and covering more serious stuff, he should have had an 18 plus server, right? But he didn't. Obviously, he agrees with that criticism. We talked about it, trust me. And to this day, he still doesn't have any minors in here, right? But it's important to talk about because, yeah, that is a thing that I would say is a fair criticism. He shouldn't have had, 17-year-olds in his space, right? Sure. I don't know if there's anyone any younger than that. To my knowledge, there was a lot of 17-year-olds close to being 18 anyways, but I don't know if there's anyone younger than that. That's just going off of what I remember. But yeah, no, shouldn't have done it. Stupid. Yep. But, yeah. The serious incident he's referring to, Kari using her own blood to write Enochian words on the ceiling, while in floor, she's pregnant with a cosmic-powered child. I mean, again, I don't... Yeah, it's odd, but like, dude, it's whatever. I don't care, dude.
Oh, okay, yeah, she fucking, yeah, she reciprocates.
So we're talking about French kissing being the erotic, inappropriate roleplay. So a person just, consensually reciprocated a French kiss with an NPC. Okay? Okay. By Batakanta's standard, that is too far. Okay? What if I told you? What if I told you that there is this video? Brother Nier 2.0, Netherless, and Dr. Dragon, the same minor he's going at Netherless for, exposed as Verbal Ace 2.0. This was a year ago. No Lego cock. So this is the minor in his DMs, and then this. He loves Dive's furry porn character from Hell of a Boss. Take 2. That better. Okay. Then we have in this video right here, they went as far as to try and gaslight me that a joke that I myself had started was never a joke to begin with, because they were completely unaware of me being the original creator of the joke in question. This was a dead giveaway of their intentions. Okay? Okay, so I asked the question to Blank, and I'll ask you this. If you insist that this is the case and that they're hinged on the animal characteristics, why is Blank a mod of yours? By your definition, he'd be a zoophile. Blank is joking. Nope, Blank has a genuine attraction to Blank. You know he's not actually gooning to Blank. I would know. I started the joke. So. I'm not going to pull up your... Fuck, yeah, Gilla, this is your fucking Titan. You got it. So here's the thing. French kissing. Too far. Talking about Dive's furry porn directly in DMs with this minor? That's alright. Okay? That's alright. Okay, fair enough. Still directly to the minor. Okay, nevertheless, fair enough for the correction. Right. So, this minor, this would have been... Okay, this would have been a bit ago, too. So, wouldn't they have been like 16, 17 here? So, it's like, I don't get it. Batakanta would be in his 20s talking to this minor weirdly like this, right? Talking to this minor about Dive's furry porn, right? But we're going to get on Netherless and his group for the French kiss in a D&D session? I'm just, brother. a little bit mind blown here, right? Dude. Yeah. So, it's amazing to me, genuinely amazing to me, that this guy is making this claim. Yeah, wait, deleted users Batakanta. Yes. So, hold up. There's even a video here. This is the video.
In this totally serious and not at all satirical video, I will be presenting a case of 2 channels who have done some completely irredeemable stuff and who deserve no forgiveness for their actions. It pains me to have to make this video, but unfortunately, my hand was forced by my insufferable urge to take the moral high ground cloud chase, and listen to the sound of my own voice, while providing nothing of value to the conversation or doing anything to actually resolve this situation. The allegations levied at these YouTubers are serious, and I'm taking this video very seriously. The YouTubers in question go by the names of Brother Nier 2.0, who also goes by the name Netherless, and Dr. Dragian. They have done some truly irredeemable stuff, so now since I kept rambling in circles to make sure this video is 2 hours long for no reason, it is time to go into the actual important part of this video, since we're 30 minutes in.
Part 1, the allegations. Yeah, this is like an April Fool's video,
First,
by the way.
I would like to present my totally fact-checked evidence. After doing hours and months and decades of digging, I have discovered something truly shocking about Brother Nier and Dr. Dragian. Dr. Dragian has been lusting over Luna from the animated series of a Boss.
So, what the fuck? What the fuck? So this guy, fucking in his 20s, is talking about this minor, and in a joke video, they're just talking about them being in a furry porn? That's the punchline? Really? Really, Batakanta? Really? However, no, the French kiss in D&D, person French kissing an NPC, that's too far. This person making a community joke that this minor's into Luna furry porn? Okay. Okay. Sure. Sure. Now let's get back to the serious video. Yeah. Fuck me, dude. And it gets way worse in private.
Not to mention, this same minor here was also the one that was in that VC when they were calling me a fucking pedophile for, ironically enough, not being one. And not only that, but that minor was the first person who Nier tried to punish for being on good terms with me, trying to fucking interrogate him about my video and shit like that, literally borderline harassing the guy.
Where?
The guy was clearly fucking uncomfortable, and only once the guy explicitly told him that he's uncomfortable did he back off. And yes, that's all the thing that the minor in question told me specifically.
Oh, this is great.
Who I will keep anonymous, yes, to avoid any further harassment coming to him. But not only that, but
keep
he also
anonymous.
completely lied to me about his music channel, MA Warhead, where he tried to pretend that that was an entirely separate person, and he did so because I asked him how he made the music
I don't
for
care.
his Void Grave videos, and he said that, you know, MA Warhead, as in that being the third party, gave him a licensed copy of FL Studio, which is against the law, by the way. So
yeah, we're gonna moral fag over like piracy for FL Studio. I don't really care. I really don't care. Okay. Look, you know what? I'll even give these guys ammunition. I love using sites to watch free shows, okay? I love it. Okay? Fuck you. Fuck you. But yeah, no, this is stupid.
This dude would rather admit to a crime than simply tell me, oh yeah, this is my music channel. Which just goes to show you that this dude did not respect me in the slightest, so you know, he's completely full of fucking shit here. Oh yeah, also, I don't know where else to put this, I'm just gonna put this here, you know, because I know the idiot in question is still watching. Despite the fact that I am completely fed up with your shit, I just want you to know that on that MA Warhead channel, it publicly lists your full legal name. I'm not gonna say where, okay, I'm not gonna say where,
okay,
harassment or anything along those lines, but, you know, if you...
Yeah, Gillet. No, that's illegal. You guys, my bad, I created a character to give myself a totally pirated copy of FL Studio. FL used to literally be the most pirated PC program for years. Based? Based alert? No, but... Dude. Buddy, I don't care. I pirate drawing apps, I pirate games, I pirate music and movies. Sue me, dude. We win? Dude. It's over. It's fucking over. Also, why are you entitled to know an alternate channel that Netherless has? Right? Like... Why would you be entitled to that information? Can't someone just have like a private channel that they don't want any like community merge in and just do their own thing? Can that just not exist? Like, why do you have to like, you know, be addressed or come to basically be like, oh yeah, this is my new channel, by the way. I know Netherless was planning to make it public, but let's just say in the world that he wasn't, that it was going to be him. It's like, who are you to demand the knowledge that it's him? Dude. Okay.
do your diligent Control F, you're going to find it. So, here we go. Don't say I never did anything for you, you dick shit. I genuinely wanted to be his friend and to change his mindset that not everyone on the internet is bad or fake. Well, here's the thing, I never held that mindset, I just said that 99.9% of people are, and he is proof of that. Like, I mean, look at this fucking shit. Like, he was pretending that he was all cool with me, that he wanted to be my fucking friend, and yet behind the scenes, well, you can see from the previous video everything that he was fucking doing. I could also express how he never really gave me the chance to change properly with what
This video is so bad.
I had, and he ultimately decided he was gonna leave. Okay, this dude's just absolutely fucking retarded, like holy shit. I said that I was going to leave about half a year to a full year before I actually did. I said that publicly on multiple occasions. I even told him in fucking DMs, the craziest part. So this motherfucker is really acting like half a year to a full year is not nearly enough to begin fucking changing. Like, fuck off. Not to mention that
okay, bro. I don't know, like, if we're actually going to talk about bad behaviors, obviously everyone's going to be in agreement that doesn't change overnight. And I'm a little, like, stun-locked here, because, yeah, no, if you've been a certain way for over 2 decades, it's not going to change within the course of a few months. Or even a year, for that matter. Right? Like, you're basically trying to go against everything that molded you into being the human being you are today. Some people are fast changers, sure. Some people could adapt quickly, some people can't. But it's like, so far, you've not really shown me or expressed anything in the first place that would make me think that Netherless is just so evil and toxic that he needs to change now. You've showed chopped evidence, like cropped evidence. Like, there's a lot of claims that you don't have evidence for. There's things that you just are disingenuous with, and there's just things you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And this is supposed to be the addendum video, by the way. So, yeah, so stupid. Dude, so dumb.
he is only pretending like, oh, he could only ever start changing once I said that I was going to leave. Like, no, you can start changing the moment you get fucking criticism and the moment you identify the fucking problem. And the reason you weren't beginning to change back then is the reason why we are here right now, in this very moment, with you still being the same fucking person.
No, it's because you're a scorned friend. Like, you're a scorned ex-friend. That's genuinely just what it boils down to.
As you were before. Like, congratulations, you fucking played yourself with this one. Like, do not blame this shit on me. Holy shit, I'm gonna sneeze. I know he's being disingenuous in the video. I know he doesn't provide full context, but almost all of that context is gone now. Like, see, this is what I fucking mean. Like, in that video, I was being purposefully as vague as I possibly could in order to avoid mentioning everything and give everyone a one-to-one fucking match.
Which is stupid, by the way.
As to what was going on, in order to try and maintain some of that, like, fucking anonymity towards him.
Which is stupid, by the way, because you still have his name in the title, but sure.
Right? While still putting the shit that he did under scrutiny, but, you know, since apparently me doing that is bad, I will now provide some further context around the situation that happened. Like, number one.
What? So you're refusing to provide further context? This guy just doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, man. Brother.
In that first incident, he also brought, like, 2 other people with him in order to, like, badmouth me while I was asleep, and then started attacking people in my server, telling that I'm a liar and that they should not fucking believe anything I say. Then in that second incident, in those VCs, where Nier was, you know, talking shit behind Thunderstruck's back and was refusing to talk to him face to face, the thing that, you know, pissed me off was the fact that...
So, who's the minor he harassed, by the way? Because if you're trying to say Thunderstruck was it, that guy wasn't a minor. Where is the minor in the room with us now? Are they in your server? Question mark?
Nier was flaunting about looking for any reason to ban Thunderstruck from the server completely. You know, so that's the thing that ticked me off, and that's the reason why I even went to Thunderstruck chat and said, like, okay, this shit fucking ends now, we're going to...
Well, you have been spinning the box, so that's why. But yes, I'm gonna have the whole hating you thing settled privately, though. Last Thursday I had to fight myself not to lose my temper. You'll see. What happened Thursday is not the most that important, but it did vindicate my stance on online friendship flat out, not existing as a concept. Dude, he was so scorned. He's sworn to never make online friends ever again.
Fucking have a talk, and you are going to be acting like normal fucking adults. And then the icing on the cake is that after I released my video, Nier tried to gaslight Thunderstruck and invalidate his stance on the entire thing, so I'm going to show you that as well. So first here he
Yeah, we
comes
saw
and
this.
says, "Oh, everything
We
is
saw this.
And I was telling, despite that, he continued, not aware this is even an issue. Maybe you should talk to him. Maybe you should see what he has to say. Maybe you should get, you know, both sides of the fucking story. You know, and shit like that. But no, guys, it was totally not malicious, despite the fact that I was literally there hogging him to do it, you know, every step of the fucking way.
Great stuff.
But he didn't want to, and furthermore, he was pushing the narrative that Thunderstruck is the one that needs to apologize to him for literally nothing. Plus, I had a fault fucking me, when you and Nick were just completely shifting the fucking goal.
They explicitly said Thunderstruck is ducking him on purpose because Thunderstruck has an issue with him. There's just bullshit semantics. Thank God we had the white text on the screen to show that for the evidence of this. I really needed that.
Post, and we're trying to attack Thunderstruck for having bad time management skills, getting mad at him for touching grass. Yes, that shit actually fucking happened. They were angry at him because he posted like pictures of him touching
or something along those stupid lines. Okay, whatever,
grass. And then there was also the fact that, you know, Nick's response to literally everything that I say, you know, Thunderstruck might be busy, maybe he doesn't have good time management skills, maybe he's not aware, and then, you know, Nick's response is, oh, but I'm a regional manager for a store chain. Which, you know, that was like the most pathetic fucking scapegoat I've ever seen in my life. Not to mention, Nier here tries to claim that he never said that he hated Thunderstruck, despite the fact that he said that he wants any excuse to ban him from his Discord server. Not to mention they were also getting mad at him for, you know, that same community from earlier, you know, the one that likes defending murderers.
What? What? Are we comparing shit talking to UTTP?
Yeah, because he said that, wow, who would have guessed someone from that community ended up being a completely, you know, terrible piece of fucking shit. You know, who would have guessed? And then they fucking got mad at him for that fucking shit. Oh, are you saying the entire community is like that? And, you know, he even said no, and yet they still kept fucking attacking him over that. But, you know, it just goes to show it. Like, they're literally looking for any reason to attack literally anyone. Like, I am not an exception here. Thunderstruck is also not.
You are just fucking... Where's the point? You just are making comparisons that just would not be naturally made. Yes, it actually happened. Addendum, it did not. This guy's cool. True. This guy's just waffling.
Not an exception here. There are far more people here as well. Which, you know, I'm gonna get into another example of this as well. Okay, so this happened,
I love how
like,
snarky he speaks.
Like last summer or fall, I don't remember exactly, but basically, Nier's ex-girlfriend ended up kicking him from her Discord server.
Okay.
And it like caused him to go into like he has some like edgy depression profile picture that he like puts on whenever he's like feeling like suicidal.
So okay, yeah, sure. Let's just air out interpersonal relationship stuff. Sure, let's go for it.
Whatever the fuck. And he like had that like all Monday, and then literally not even a week later he like came into a VC and was, you know, going the completely like pouty crazy X route, being like, oh well, she was a bitch anyway, she was giving me double signals, and you know, all of that.
Okay, yeah, that happens in relationships. It's called scorned or jilted exes. It's very common. People do rant about each other because the thing is, right, if two people break up with each other, right, there's a level of pain that they're confused about because it came from someone that they care about, so they don't want to try to blame the other person if nothing really happened, but they do because they gave them the pain, right? Sometimes it's about, you know, sometimes it's, you know, fuck, what am I looking for? Justified, and sometimes it's just feelings. And if a guy's talking about it in a VC with friends, this is so stupid. This is so fucking dumb. right? Like this. Why? I feel like Beta wanted to point my PFP at the time out because he fantasizes about me committing seppuku or whatever the fuck. Yeah. Dude. I mean, yeah. Breakups don't feel great. Rocket science here, truly.
Fucking shit. Oh, she didn't know what she wanted from the relationship. You know, and you know, it just goes to kind of raise a question here. So, if it was a good thing that you were banned because you were away from that kind of a person, then why the fuck did you get upset that you were banned? He says it's because of some people that he met in there that he lost contact with or whatever the fuck. But like, it's Discord. You can add people as fucking friends. If you want to keep someone, you know, for interacting with them or being friends with them, whatever, just fucking add them to the friends list and then put them in a group chat or invite them to your server. Literally do anything. Like, you can even do that after you are kicked.
He thought this part was about me. It was not, lol. I mean, supposedly so, sure. This is dumb. This is just dumb.
Whoa. So, like, it just goes to show you completely how this dude is just, like, absolutely full of fucking shit. Like, it's almost like he's bipolar at this point. So, realistically, the most likely outcome is that those people kind of realize that he's completely full of shit as well and decided to ditch him as well. Because otherwise, like, there would be absolutely zero issue with reconnecting with them. But, you know, that's Nier we're talking about. He is forming parasocial attachments and then he thinks he's friends with everyone. And, you know, this is how...
Yeah, Netherless could be quite friendly, sure. I don't I don't know what you want. Okay, if you want to do a video like this, do it like my tips or video, dog. Show screenshots for everything, dog. On God, Gillet. No, but this is so stupid of a video. Like, he was being irrational when he was emotional. Like, yeah? And? That happens? I don't know why we're making this into, like, a big public spectacle. So fucking weird. Yeah.
Got here. Anyways, back to his little spout with Thunderstrike. Here we have Thunderstrike saying, and the only reason you came to me at all is because Batakanta took issue with it, since you understand. I mean, isn't it crazy how Thunderstrike can completely correctly deduce exactly my thought process, but Nier cannot? Like, it just goes to show you that Nier is just completely disingenuous here. Like, he knows exactly the problems I had with him. He knows exactly the problems that he himself has.
Dog, you try to accuse me of grooming you. Okay, I don't want to hear this, bro. This is so stupid.
He just doesn't want to do anything about it, because he just wants to foster a community of brain dead people who are...
Love you, man. It's all pointless bullshit. We all know the truth. Or what? This is not a joke. He was completely insecure about cutting people off. However, he cannot tell a kiss-ass to save his life. Yeah, some people are loyal friends. Maybe you should learn about it sometime. I tell...
We're going to keep worshipping him. You know, and then he says, that's not true at all. The way we were going about it wasn't an effort of... He's not going to invalidate Thunderstruck's stance or how he feels. Well, here he is right now trying to invalidate Thunderstruck's stance and how he feels.
He's defending himself, mate. Like, Bro.
I mean...
Whatever, dude.
Literally one message later, isn't that crazy? But Thunderstruck...
This guy is just looking for anything to jab at his old friend at. Talk about a scorned ex, Winks. You would think he would be a scorned, jilted ex, but no, they were just friends. Allegedly. No, this is so stupid.
His response to this is like just perfect. I mean, here, let's read. It doesn't matter if Igor is lying behind my back. Hide no thing. Talking to an intelligent person, you cannot lie to their face. I mean, there you go. I'm not saying this is though in each other. They don't know the first thing about each other, like on a personal level, and they also have never met in real life.
Ugh.
Anyways,
okay.
As I or my acquaintances didn't do it there on, you know, Thunderstrike to clear the air, all the way up until I literally grabbed them by their little fucking bullshit ass lying ears and like put them in the same room together. Only then did they switch the fucking tune. If I didn't do that shit, I would still be doing it to this very day. I don't know if you saw my response in Samsara. Fun fact, that's the same one I was reading earlier, and I'm gonna be getting back to that. But I am more than willing to acknowledge that I am gaslighting. I am genuine. Gets cornered. He would never have done this shit. You know, apologize to Thunderstruck if I didn't release that video. He's only now coming to Thunderstruck in order to try and salvage what the little like goodwill there was left. And in the ironic twist of events, this was the exact thing that caused Thunderstruck to leave completely. Is because Nier just kept continuing the same patterns of behavior that I described in that previous video.
The patterns of behavior, by the way, is shit talking. I just want that to be known. Alright, this is really fucking stupid.
Notably the Darvo pattern.
Darvo? Bro. Deny, attack, reverse, victim, and offender. What? Where? A guy defending himself because you guys are jumping the fucking gun is Darvo? Fuck off, man. Fuck off. Just mind blown here. Really? Okay. Okay.
Attack, reverse, victim, and offender. If you need more info on that, you can watch the previous video, which I would have assumed you would have done by now. Anyways. It was all out of bad habits that I have since broken or am trying to break. And it is just too little too late that this affects your view of me as a person, I understand. Right, but when it affects my view as a person, then he doesn't understand, right? Then he makes this entire bullshit fucking narrative that I'm the big bad wolf coming after him. When
you accused him of grooming you, bro.
I'm literally just putting a megaphone to his face and then he's doing the rest. If this shit wasn't a problem...
You also accused him of, you know, being appropriate around a minor for a French kissing comment in a D&D campaign when you joked in your community that this person's into fucking furry porn. Okay.
In the first place, I would not have had the evidence to present that previous video, it would have never came out, and it would have never been an issue in the first place. It is only because Nier takes no accountability, he uses instrumental apologies to try and run away from consequences and only continue to do the same pattern of behavior that he has been doing, that video even exists in the first place.
Okay, Mr. Accountability, I expect that after this addendum video, you make a community post apologizing for false accusing someone of grooming and just lying about them. Okay, let's see that. Let's see that.
I'll admit this. I have wronged Thunder. I know that I've wronged him. I've also wronged Bada in some ways. I can come forward and say all of that. Yeah, and yet, despite that, he's not actually going to take the L on anything he objectively did wrong. He's just going to put on this blanket statement of, oh, I've wronged him, and then he's going to pretend, oh, see, I took accountability.
Show evidence for the wrongdoing?
Apologize. No, you fucking haven't. Fucking ChatGPT can write a better apology than this.
ChatGPT evidence? Evidence of wrongdoing? Still waiting? Been waiting for 27 minutes? Been waiting?
Fucking shit. I know that I lied to Thunder about the server. I know that I may have prolonged whatever tension there was by not reaching out to him. I also know that I pissed Bud off with how much I used to talk behind his back whenever I had a problem with it. I know all of that. And yet this shit is literally the 0.0002% of the entire fucking problem. Like, I literally told him
his minions edit the video is crazy.
In that first incident in Dr. Dragon's Discord server, that I am not upset that he was talking shit behind my back, because I already know people talk shit about me behind my back. Like, fucking shit, look at every single person who's leaving angry comments on my videos. Like, they talk shit about me behind my back in their private fucking servers. I don't fucking give a shit.
You do, though.
What that was about. It was about the pattern of behavior, which he has...
It's not about talking shit once. It's about the pattern of behavior of talking shit.
Continued by continuing to talk shit about Thunderstruck. Because
yep, there we go. Yep, pattern of behavior, talking shit. It's not doing it once, it's a pattern.
Thunderstruck's back. Not to mention, here is another hypocrisy here, as it proves that this is an instrumental apology, that he doesn't actually...
I emerge to say hello, and everyone, thank you for covering this case. Yeah, no worries, psychotic therapy. No worries.
Mean it, because he's continuing to talk shit behind my back now that I'm not there to fucking see it. And yes, I know that because I've been told so. But he also said my apologies were fake when they weren't. That pisses me off the most because he knows that I tried to make things better, that I wanted to be with him more often to sort things out, have fun with him and show him that I value him as a person. No, he did the complete opposite. every incident that had happened, like, after that first incident, like, the entire thing of erotic role-playing during the fucking D&D.
Reminder, this was without consent. So guys, that means Netherless had to ask everyone if it was okay if another person can make a joke about French kissing an NPC. Okay? We need to make sure. We really need to make sure. Dude. Fucking hell.
Campaign and calling me a pedophile. That shit all happened
Proof of that?
after he gave me this apology. This
Proof
is how
of
I
that?
knew that his
Proof of
apology
that?
was fake, because
Proof
I
of
had
that?
a literal fucking proof that he has not changed, that he has
Proof of that? Proof?
no intention of changing. Like, fucking shit. Like, it's not that difficult. Not to mention, he does not value me as a person. I will get to that more later.
Proof?
Not to mention, even if he's just talking about the talking shit behind my back part, once again, there is little contradicting evidence here,
Making video off of things you've never seen?
because after I left, not even a week later, he began talking shit about me behind my back. Him painting me as a master
Thanks for the Korg, little bro. Urgh.
manipulator, among other things, after all this time, especially after he left everything and wiped away almost the context, which, fun fact, didn't happen and I already proved it.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up. I don't care about the server. Oh my fucking god. Grown-ass adults being mad about shit talking like high school, everyone does it. It's not that deep. True? True? Okay. Here's the thing, right? Here's the problem. Okay. I might actually only just cut this video short, because I'm going to be honest, right? The serious claims in this video were already kind of like said. But just to prove to you, so you guys, I'm not like, sliding at you guys with anything. So purpose of the video, identities of manipulators incident, right? Being irresponsible around minors, identities around, identities of the manipulator, second and third incident, defending breaking the law, defending siding with criminals, lying about my server, Nier caught slandering someone for attempted murder, erotic roleplay without consent, inappropriate roleplay with a minor, harassing a minor, which obviously those three were, pretty eye-catching. Nier crashing out over his XGF, who gives a fuck. Proof Nier's apologies are fake and empty, gay and soy. Exploiting artists 4,000 plus hours of unpaid work. Little summary, they were friends and the artist did free work for them when they were friends and now they're not anymore. Sure. Disrespecting his artist projects. Okay, who cares? Expecting free 3D art and getting an attitude over it. Who cares? Blaming me for Nier's actions, Lamau. Who cares? Conclusion. Okay. This video sucks. Okay? This video actually fucking sucks. Right? But, sure. Sure. Let's be sure of something here. Okay? I'm kind of just mind blown about some of this. Kind of mind blown that this guy really thought that this would be it. Yeah, but how can you make roleplay without consent? Just close the chat, Lamau. True. For what was that? Well, I also want to bring up something, right? Post upload, Moment of Sanity ended up getting pissy at the video by lying, not to have had any idea about Saith being a piece of shit at the time of inviting him to the stream, despite in the fact of the idiot has a public video which released way prior and directs to my false flag video in which I explain Saith's history with racism, animal abuse, doxing, criminal behavior. Timestamp video in question, which also echoes half the shit I know I've been proving my, the liar did know. And also takes me asking if I could say the 3-letter word on YouTube due to its connotations as me framing Nick Lamau. Something the retard takes out of context to push that BS. On top of that, also abusing the fuck out of tone policing fallacy and red herrings. This goes to show these people have no accountability and will continue to lie the bitter end. You accuse someone of grooming you. Alright, like this guy... No. No. But yeah, no. This is a bad video, right? So there's a couple branches we can go off of here. I think, after reading that pinned comment, it's only fair to read a Moment of Sanity's, thing. It's called Batakanta Straight Up Lied About Me. Okay? Let's see it.
for this one because it's a bit more serious than usual, as for some reason I've been roped into some random beef between Netherless and Batakanta, with Bata dedicating about a minute and a half or so specifically towards me. Now, for clarification before we go in, while Netherless has been on my channel a handful of times, I don't really interact much with the guy. He sometimes sends me memes every other month with some artwork in my server once in a blue moon, but beyond that I'm not active in his servers, and I really don't communicate much with the guy. I'm saying this
Coward.
because there are some pretty hefty allegations being levied towards him, and since I know nothing about it, given my inactivity with him, I wouldn't know the validity of these claims until I hear both sides.
If you just watch the video, you could find out it's bullshit, unless you're not really... If that's like a thing that you just don't know how to do, but... Thank you for the 2. Deku the Rock Johnson, also give Latinas. Cool stuff. Yeah, Bro. Fucking liar. You have proof that he's lying, Netherless? No, but like this is dumb, but whatever, sure.
Which is something that, as we will see going forward here, is something that Bata really doesn't like about me and uses to try and paint me as something I'm not.
And so we get to their lovely freaking responses. So first and foremost you have Nick, and the immediate first thing he did is trying to accuse me of being more transphobic. And for what reason?
Okay.
Well, because I was critical of someone siding with Sate. You know, that Sate. The one from the road bridge incident, if anyone remembers that. But here's another fun fact about him. During the time that this person was defending Sate, it was also well known that he was a member of a group known as the UTTP, otherwise known as that one group that got raided by the FBI for, well, what it says on the right side of the screen right here. I cannot repeat it, even if I wanted to on YouTube, because it involves, well, what you can see. And if you don't believe me, here's the literal proof of that. Like, this fucking stream is still up, you can go ahead and check it.
So that was a lot to digest all at once, and I know that, but let's get into each bit here. Around mid to late 2024, a user by the name of Saith came to me claiming that someone was falsely calling him a pedophile. Now, I knew his reputation, I've commented about his reputation, and naturally I was hesitant to defend him. But seeing as, in my mind, it was a case of blatantly false information, I brought him onto a stream so he could plead his case. Now,
I would get that principle, but this guy literally like swats people and tries to justify it with faking screenshots that like they're pedophiles. I just, there's just no reason to entertain the guy. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, sure.
initially, I was sided with him against this other guy because, despite Saith being known as a bit of a prick for lack of better words before, he seemed amicable, reasonable, and it seemed like everything against him didn't really stack up. However, what caused me to drop him within the span of 3 days is that he didn't know the art of shutting the fuck up, as the more he talked to me and associates of mine, the less and less his story made sense, to the point where I just kicked him to the curb. I would provide evidence of this, but either I blocked him and can't find him, or he's one of the dozens of deleted accounts in my DMs, or both. Needless to say, while I will admit I should have been much more hesitant than I already was, I was still willing to hear him out out of fairness. But, and here's the big but out of this, if I had known he was part of this UTTP group, this weird group of 4chan trolls, I certainly would have told him to kick rocks sooner, because strangely enough, you can't really find out someone is a high-ranking official of an anonymous group of sweaty losers when every member is, well, fucking anonymous, as this is the first time I'm even hearing about this with it's...
How? I mean, how? Did no one tell you? They're you say anonymous, but like they're pretty well known. Okay.
It's within this video, but also what Bata shows here is the raid that revealed that the UTTP was distributing this shit in 2025. When did that stream take place again? Oh, right! 2024. At least a year before this was known, which is another thing that Bata either didn't show or didn't care to reveal to his audience. To go back to his DMs with whoever this is, another thing that he tries to levy against me is that I call people homophobic for stupid reasons, in quotes. He doesn't elaborate on this, he doesn't substantiate this, and it's probably because he has no evidence of this.
But yeah, this is the stream where the Saint was their little, guest of honor, if you will. And not only that, but Nick also complained about the fact that this person's community likes celebrating unlawful murders of people over opinions. And not only did this community call Nick racist, as well as homing misophobic, you know, because he said, hey, maybe we should not do that. But now Nick is setting all of that aside in order to try and fucking get on my case. Like, isn't that fucking strange?
So once again, he shows no evidence of this. He only displays an anecdote of this, which, if this is the case, I'd rather people bring their complaints to me directly rather than talk behind my back about it.
Yeah, but that's going to happen to the internet. I mean, yeah, that seems to be like a major criticism with Batakanta's video, that they will just make claims without really backing any evidence for it. Yeah. Yeah.
And perhaps it's dumbassery like this that's led Nick to wondering if your beef with me is as surface level as my identity. Which, I mean, openly misgendering me repeatedly despite knowing I'm trans certainly doesn't help your case against that, but whatever. But while I won't outright call you transphobic, I will, however, call you dishonest. You didn't show evidence of more than half of your claims against me, never bothered to hear any other side of it, and you couldn't even get the dates to line up for the closest thing that you had to a slam dunk against me. And seeing as you're taking this to try and imply that I would willingly and knowingly defend and side with people who do this kind of disgusting stuff is nothing short of disturbing and repulsive. But it doesn't surprise me, as he rounds off his segment on me with this.
Like, this just goes to show you, like, these guys have absolutely no integrity. They will drop anyone at the whim of a hat, and they will side with the absolute worst people imaginable, given the opportunity. Which...
You see, to you being a fair and honest individual, hearing both sides, willing to defend and go to bat for people you otherwise would disagree with when you have common ground, is seen as a lack of integrity.
Sure.
To you, being truthful and responsible with your platform is seen as a sin. Maybe that's why you have a problem with me. Because I could be fair even to a fault, and I can admit that. But that's all I have for today. This is not what I planned for this week's video, but I know not everyone is willing to sit through a stream to see a less structured response, so I'm making this one with a straight face and less goofiness.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I am a little bit kind of like surprised that you wouldn't have known anything about the guy, I suppose, but I can give you the fact that they try to use evidence from a year later after your stream, which would just not work. So, yeah, no, I can grant you that, for sure. But, yeah, no, dude, yeah. I don't know when Netherless is going to be back, but, hold on, let it play. Okay.
I'll see you guys next time. Here's a bit of an addendum now that the video is done. After I was finished editing the video while I was waiting for it to render, I decided to look further into some of the claims, you know, towards Netherless, and, well, surprisingly enough, despite how ill-researched Bada's weird grievances towards myself were, he actually bothered to do his research when it came to, well, Netherless.
You're joking. Dog. That video was disingenuous as fuck, with barely any screen caps supplied to the more serious claims. There's no way you're about to say that, oh yeah, no, that was just so good on Netherless, but me? Nope. Sucks.
Now, I will say that maybe only like 5, 6, maybe 8 minutes of the video was even really necessary for any of the things that are genuinely concerning, such as non-consensual ERP and ERP with minors and stuff like that.
Bro, what?
But he did, in fact, actually provide genuine proof that was surprisingly easy to double-check and fact-check him on, and wow. Yeah, needless to say, I cut off Netherless.
Dude. Really? Okay. Because someone made a comment about French kissing an NPC. We're gonna call that ERPing with minors. Okay. Wow. Okay. Bro. Yeah, Netherless. If they're willing to cut you off of a horrible hit piece like that, then that wasn't a friend willing to keep around anyways. Holy shit. Dude. Fucking hell. Okay.
And Netherless, fairly shortly after, has nuked all of his socials.
No, he didn't. No. Where? Let me just double check. Nuked all of his socials, right? You know, maybe I'm about to get owned right here. Did you nuke all your socials? I don't think you did. Netherless, let's just do this. Because he literally uploaded a video. Yeah. We had the second channel. So this is a social of his. Lol. Dude, where's your main channel, little bro? I can't find your main channel. But, like, no, like, this is one of his socials. Sure, smaller one. Trying to look. Because I know I have it subbed. Oh, dude, I'm just exposing all who I'm subscribed to. Ignore, please. Please don't look at it. I don't know. Like, oh, fuck, you're about to see all my subscriptions. No, but, like, I mean, I guess this should suffice. But it's like, I don't know what. Okay. Just click on the chat, little bro. No, wait, you're right. What the fuck am I doing? Now there's one YT. Yeah. All his socials, by the way. All his socials, 7.4k subs here. All his socials just gone. Yeah, I will say, a lot of his videos are not up anymore that he used to have, but that was a while ago. Nothing to do with this situation. Okay. Great research. Skitty, leave it alone. Ace, this is my streamer dog. Gulps. Dude, great research.
Meaning that I have overall made the right call. Now, of course...
Made the right call? Okay, sure. Whatever, dude. Whatever, you're lost, bro.
I could, in fact, round this off with criticisms towards the rest of Bada's video, like how most of it is about petty friend drama that honestly should have just been handled behind the scenes.
Sure. Also just making sure, yeah. Sure. Yeah, no, this is fine. Sure.
And how, for some reason, he decided to front-load the video with petty grievances towards literally everybody else for some reason, which I can only imagine just how ill-informed those were, just judging by my segment, but I'll be honest, I don't care enough to really look through those because it's not really my ballpark, and I don't really care. But beside that, there you go. That's pretty much my rounding thoughts.
I mean, sure, I'm not saying, I'm not saying that Moment of Sanity can't cut off people, right? Like, I'm not saying that she can't. But, dog, if the reason you did was because of these claims in here, it just was bad. Like, this was just a bad video. I mean, I guess. Am I Warhead still up? Sure. Dude. That's a choice. I mean, free will, I think. I think he just watched Beta's video and didn't think that maybe Beta is heavily over-exaggerating the ERP claim. Like, what do you mean you looked into it? Yeah, no. Yeah, Stella definitely should apologize and own up to this. I'm not gonna slap a malicious label on her because I highly doubt that's her intentions. If everything else is misinformed, why would the main point be an exception? No, sure. And honestly, okay. With Moment of Sanity here, because I don't know, like, I don't know if she would prefer only friends call her that, so I'm not gonna, like, call her that. But, like, for Stell. But, yeah, if Moment of Sanity, like, just a FYI if this wasn't malicious, if most of the video, including the part on yourself, was malicious and bad faith and disingenuous, there's a good shot that the video is a bad video. Right? There's a good shot. So you would look at that part, and I don't know, like, the only thing I think of is that they just watched it and were just like, okay, I want nothing to do with this. Yep, they're right. They're right. Want nothing. Which, bro. I'll be home in like 12 minutes, so okay. Yeah. Not a great reason to cut someone off, but they did it. I'm not going to try to convince them to take them back or whatever, right? That would be dumb. But, yeah, that was a little bit of an L decision in my opinion. Yeah. While I wait for Netherless, okay, I'm going to swing at another guy before I go into, like, one of my favorite ones I want to go into. So, let's get some background music. Okay. Let's what do we get some background music? Okay. Dude, what the fuck? Lol. Dude, Maker? No, I'm kidding. Okay. Let's get some jazz, alright? Let's really lighten the mood, shall we? Because I know this guy's planning on making some coverage, too. Let's swing at our, favorite guy, like one of our favorite ones to swing at. Does Sanity even talk to Netherless? I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out when Netherless calls in. But, let's get into it, okay? Vincent Martin. Okay? Now, Vincent Martin, I guess I used to be in this group. I don't know how close they kind of say they were, but we'll get into that. I almost want to thank Batakanta for his recent video, since it includes some of the receipts that were omitted from his previous one. Unfortunately, I can't because it's become increasingly clear to me that he isn't much better than Nier when it comes to presenting the full picture. Dude, okay, bro. There are several minor inaccuracies in the video, along with some major omission that I don't necessarily think was intentional. Having been a part of Nier's friend group for so long, it's possible Batakanta was socially groomed into accepting certain narratives without questioning them. Dude. Dude. Mind blown. Also, like, even bother asking both sides like they said in the fucking video, and then Netherless said no, and then Gillis said, wow, so, like, they said what they said they needed to be checked both sides, just didn't, lol, awesome. So, Mona San didn't even check both sides? Okay, whatever. Dude, why do you all cap minor, lol? Don't worry about it. So, obviously, a problem I have with this is it's possible Batakanta was socially groomed in accepting certain narratives. Really? Really? Okay, Vincent. Okay, buddy. Rather than rushing into an immediate live stream, I'm going to spend the next few days putting together the relevant material and providing additional context for many of the video's mistakes and omissions. I had already been considering making a stream on this topic, but wasn't sure it was worth the effort. After seeing how Nier treated, and in my view, used many of his own friends including Batakanta, Krillix, Thunderstruck, A British Potato, and Moment of Sanity, I think it's worth addressing. For context, I was never a friend of Nier, even when we were on speaking terms. I remained suspicious of him because of my previous experiences with him. This always happens, doesn't it? You were just never friends with them when they end up being weird, aren't you? This reminds me of the cope that Vincent gave with Impleton, with being like, yeah, actually, so, yes, I was actually a moderator in the server, but I will say here is that I actually didn't really like Himpleton that very much. Okay, dude. Okay. Yeah, so the situation with Bada is what Vincent was trying to drag Himpleton into a while ago. That's why I reached out to him. Brother, what? Stupid. Sure. Yeah, if I've tagged you here and you'd like to join the live stream on July 17th around 10 p.m. EST, in 3 days, interesting, or even just talk privately beforehand, feel free to send me a DM on Discord, Vincent Martin. I'd especially welcome hearing from anyone who feels they've also been exposed to one side of the story. As someone who was never part of Nier's inner circle, as someone who, okay, interesting, I had a different perspective. I only saw many on the surface level issues at the time. And now that additional information has come to light, I'd like to help put those events into their proper context and correct a few misconceptions. There's also another aspect of the situation that I want to explore during the stream. Dude. Vincent Martin has such a huge hate boner for Nier. Like, unironically, I can't tell why, like... So Vincent Martin has had issues with myself for a couple years. And also, apparently Netherless, and obviously Lio. I'm not surprised about Lio. I'm not. Netherless was a little surprising, but sure. And then, with myself, I mean, it's been the same thing that they've been trying to perpetuate for years. That I always just bring in friends just to essentially make them into a lolcow later down the line. It's stupid. The examples I get used is Nomus Yelf, who was a pedophile, unironically. Then there was AJ, which, sure, AJ was a Spurg. Genuinely saw him as a friend. Then he docked someone into like someone's DMs like accidentally, right? He forgot to censor it. I thought that was stupid. He fumbled the debate with a CP poster with that. And yeah, no, I was pretty mad at him. But that's not really where the cutoff fully start, right? I publicly yelled at him. But then, you know, yeah, sure, there were some crash outs. And admittedly, right, Spurg days, we used to record calls I thought were funny. Then I gave them to Sam or whatever, and then they were all leaked. You know, the funny parts were leaked for a video, yada yada, right? Sure. That was stupid and Spurg of me, sure. Whatever. It was kind of funny, can't lie. But then I think the real reason I got mad at AJ was because he just started lying, right? Like, he started lying about his association with Janky Shining, who was a guy that like posted CP and animal porn in a group chat. And he tried lying that he said he never knew about it despite me telling him. So then he got aired out on like a Chthonic stream. Very stupid stuff. Very stupid. Bumbled the CP debate. Yeah, no. This was a debate with Frosty what the fuck, I believe. And this guy was accused of spamming CP in a server, which I will say a thing that he did was spam an image of Malay nude in the server. So, yeah. So, when will you turn Gilla into a lolcow? I'm so excited, Mr. Space. Don't worry. I'm going to assign Gilla on 5 different missions and he'll fuck up one of them. Don't worry, dude. Salutes. But there was that. Sure. And then there was Himpleton, right? Himpleton. Back in 2024. I've talked about this to oblivion. You can still see my stream publicly. I kind of felt like my hand was forced with that one. Really like the guy. We're really close now, right? Very, very close. But that's another one that Vincent Martin uses as an example as I lured a Spurg in to turn them into a lolcow. And it's like, no, I cared about the guy a lot even then. I care about him a lot now. But it's like, yeah, I had 12 different fireside chats with him. I might be over-exaggerating with the number, but there was a lot. One of them, which got recorded and leaked, and was really stupid. But sure. But no, I've had lots of talks with the guy. Him and I, again, tight. But yeah, no, AJ gets used as an example. Himpleton gets used as an example. No Miss Yalf gets used as an example. Which, again, that guy was a pedophile. No shit, that guy's gonna get cut off. Duh. And, yeah, a guy that I don't really talk about a lot. Zero Needs Coffee. Right? I talked about that 3 years ago. This was another example that was used that I lured this guy in to turn to content. Zero Needs Coffee was an L. Yeah, I've taken that, right? There's still public trash talks I was on and public statements I gave 3 years ago, right? This is a thing that Vincent Martin's been trying to like relitigate time after time. No, I was a fucking stupid teenager, right? 18, 19, right? So an adult, sure. I was fucking stupid, right? I was stupid. I was one of those stupid fucking teenagers that saw 18 and 16. It was like, that's an adult and a minor. Really fucking stupid, right? I got rightfully grilled for it I took accountability, apologized for it, and clearly my standards have changed since. Right? Changed a lot since. And honestly, it's kind of the reason why I got mad at so much at the SCC people. But granted, it's also why I still have Ephraim around. Because it's like, I can understand having stupid standards, but he wasn't malicious. I wasn't malicious either. So I wanted to be fair and give the guy a second chance. Really fucking stupid of me. Right? Really stupid of me. Which is why I haven't repeated it for 3 years. Okay? 3 years. Alright? And Vincent's just been kind of like dangling this over my head like it's some secret smoking gun. I've never hidden it. I've talked to a lot of people about it. A lot of my associations knows about it. It's definitely a thing I talk about. I try to be open with my fuck-ups. I try to be open with my L's. Right? Because if I'm not, then that would... What's the point? Like, how would I, Yeah. How could it be the case that, like, I would own up to a fuck-up if I, don't show any remorse for it, if I don't acknowledge it's bad? Right? Obviously, I'm going to acknowledge it's bad. I don't agree with that. I'm not like how I was 3 years ago. But yeah, no. That's another case that gets used against me for taking someone in and intentionally trying to turn them into a lolcow. Which, yeah, no, I'm not... I wouldn't do that. But yeah. Ugh. But no. It is what it is. Nice one. Nice one. But yeah, no. It is what it is. Ace Emo Collins, lock in. I'm not gonna look at this, bro. What is this? Blaze the movie fan? Dude. First off. Ace just attracts lolcows? Gulps? Hydrate your ace? Whoa. Evil. Look. Yeah, no, sometimes with my associates, it just happens, right? There's some people I would never predict in a while, and there's some people that I would hope to change for the better, and they don't. Right? I've talked about this pretty openly. Yeah, Ace is a spurred beacon. Trust me, it's why I get called the fucking medallion, like the Sonichu medallion of commentary, right? It is what it is. But yeah. Dude, fuck. Gilla, what do you want me to see this for? What the fuck is this? Haha. Wasn't this guy from Doodletone's community and got caught running a server full of maps or some shit? Pretty sure his defense was they were nice to him. Well, yeah, if you just look at my Blaze the Movie fan stream, guys, you could you could see all that and more.
I'm at the asylum yet again, but this can't wait. I don't want to make an angry charged video, and I promise this will be the only one.
Fuck you, Lio Convoy and his friends for wanting me dead, Lio lying and about I and misinfo.
I make this month.
Bro.
But I have to talk about this, because I'm genuinely pissed at everyone who called me a liar on that awful server and bullied me. Liar Convoy and all of his friends. You guys are fucking bullies. That's all you guys are. I'm at the asylum yet.
So he went to an asylum. Dude. You know what? Fuck it, man. Fuck it. I might as well. I might as well, dude. So, not to like be too caught up on this derail, but however, I will say, because we will get back into this. Netherless, just get ready to call in if you need to, but this is a recent DM Blaze sent me. Look, don't take this the wrong way, but there is a reason I deleted you from my friends list in the first place. I know I fucked up big time with that server, and I've regretted it for years, but in Lio Convoy's call, I was constantly accused of lying when I wasn't, and I don't appreciate that. Sure, the harshness from Lio, I had it coming since I was an asshole in the SCC for far too long and cared about getting feedback for my videos than being nice to my friends. I know that, and I take full responsibility for losing over 15 friends over how shitty I was in the SCC. However, due to the bad experience on that server in the call, I don't want anything to do with Lio or its friend anymore. There's nothing personal. I don't know you, and you don't know me. And from our last call, I respect you as you were patient with me and were willing to fully hear you out. I'm not saying I will remove you again, but I have a hard time trusting people, especially total strangers online. So, just to be fully out in the open with that. Dude. It's not the voice. I'm sorry, I can't resist doing the voice. The call wasn't that bad, bruh. The worst call was probably Guac call. But even then, I'm not really surprised. So the guy asked to go into Guac call. So here's the thing, right? This guy tried to get Lio Convoy to be his friend so that he would have a target off of his back. And that didn't go well. Genuinely did not go well. Right? And... yeah, no, so you got flamed for it. Reasonably so. And he lied a couple times in the call, and it was kind of revealed for the first time in Blaze the Movie fan history that the guy didn't... so the guy thought that the pedophiles were still, could not control their urges, but he trusted them not to, do anything bad to the kids because they were nice to him. Right? It's like, okay, yeah, you're gonna get grilled for that. What the fuck were you expecting? I don't... Dog, are you shocked? I don't know what you were really expecting here, reasonably so. Bro. But yeah, no, that's why I did a whole stream on this guy. And I went over all the calls and stuff. I think Lio might be thinking about going at him again, which... lol. If he will, then... based alert? But yeah, no, when was dude, the stream happened a while ago. Yeah, dude, I did this stream 3 months ago. Okay? 3 months ago, back in March 25th. Okay? So yeah. They were low-key chill pedos? No. So here's the thing. Yeah, I went over this guy. Over 5 hours. Yeah, no, it didn't go well. The guy was kind of cooked. The interview I have is on my Clips channel if you want to check it out. But then, right, just because I was curious, I went into one of the most infamous pedophiles he had in the server. Who would that be, you may ask? Well, if you're ever curious, I would also then check out this SCC deep dive of Halo fan / Halo Zone 504, which this was a pedophile that he kept in his server. So yeah, pretty fucking bleak. Okay? But yeah. Oh, thank you, Hippleton, for the raid. Love to see it. But yeah, no, I'm thinking about making a video on the guy. But I just been really really occupied. Really occupied. That's on me. Netherless, where are you, little bro? Yeah, he said home soon. I'm gonna kill this guy. Okay. Here we go. Just, let's get this guy in call. Alright? And just for those clippers in his space, let's do this. Let's do this. Alright. Alright, what's up, Netherless?
Yeah.
So just to clarify some things, I know you said some things in chat. So, with Moment of Sanity, we'll focus on that for right now.
Right.
Did she ever reach out to you before making that video or having that addendum at the end of her video? Anything?
No.
Now, why is that? Because, I mean, it's a pretty public perception that you two were friendly, if not friends. Did something happen between you two?
No, literally nothing happened. She literally just took Bada's word at face value, despite the fact that I've been with her and associated with her for years at this point. If you like, if you like go through some of her streams, if you even like bother to have like the energy for it, you'll
Right.
know that I popped into her streams like countless times, and I even
Sure.
made like a joke video on my second channel about her. And yeah, I've literally got an entire history of DMs with her. So like, the fact she was like dismissing me as like someone she only talked to occasionally is a flat out lie.
Yeah, that is really kind of. I don't know. It's just really weird because like if they were friends with you, that I don't know why they would make that decision. Like it's kind of weird for them to criticize Batakanta for not getting both sides of the story, but then they do the same with you. Like that's just really that perplexes me. But yeah, so all right, give us the story a little bit of this Batakanta guy, like how you met him, how things kind of just fell apart. Puts microphone emoji to your face.
Okay, buddy.
Yep.
So I mean, I kind of touch on it a lot in my video as to like how we met and how everything fell apart and what led to all this. But I guess to just give a brief summary, by the time that both of us made videos on Odo the Mayo, I'm pretty sure that's when we met, which was like 3 years ago. So like that's how long we've been associated for, up until like a few months ago.
Sure.
And then when it came to how shit fell apart, well, like I guess the main catalyst is just Bada not liking the fact that I bring up issues about other people around me to private servers, just rant about shit. And again, I try to stress this out in the video that I'm making that I've never done any of that with malicious intent. They just literally took it as that.
Now, the places that you ranted, it was your private server, right? Or
Either my private server or it might have happened in Leo's server too, like Leo's private server.
Right. So, this is kind of like odd to me. Like, so just to ask the obvious here, did they reach out to you before making the claims about you being weird around minors, or no?
Nope. Neither Bada nor Drag have ever expressed anything like that made them uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. How
Look,
far?
I say it like this in my video. I don't have receipts of them expressing they're uncomfortable. Neither does Bada, because he doesn't fucking show it.
Yeah, no, that's like a big problem with the video I was saying. Like a lot of it was just like they made intense claims and then, didn't really provide much for it. Yeah, so because obviously I do agree that it's a bad video. How far along is your video in response to it?
Oh, it's like almost done pretty much. I have pretty much locked the fuck in making this video. It does dive in a lot into personal stuff of mine and like how I got here in the first place. But yeah, I've been locked the fuck in, dude.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I mean, obviously, like I said earlier in the stream, my main criticism that would loop would just be the fact that like the minor should not have been in the spaces, right? And
oh yeah, no, that's totally fair.
Yeah, and obviously, I don't think that you did any like classical corrupting or anything like that. That's like, no, but apparently you grew in Batakanta.
Yeah. I groomed somebody that's like a few years older than me to liking porn. Yeah, that totally happened.
Yeah, how did that even happen in the server? Like, how did that even start? Like, why were you guys talking about Rule 34?
Literally just Bada bitching about the internet because he's a very weird person about it. Like, I'd rather not talk about like some of his core beliefs, I guess, because I mean, I'll be vague about it, but Bada is a religious man, and I'd rather not touch upon that.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, no.
I mean, this one fucking let me turn myself off a bit. This one fucking comment that Gilla made in chat that was like, yeah, this guy's a Doom profile picture, but he's a little bitch boy. Just to provide a bit of proof of that, or I guess not proof, but like an anecdote, I guess.
Sure.
I was literally at one point in Drag server referencing a skit from George Carlin about like God and stuff, and he got mad at that.
Ah, okay. Okay. No, that's actually interesting, Gillett. It's actually odd he knows porn artists by name, but also has an issue with porn. Yeah, because Dives,
Yeah.
you know, as the, you know, Netherless, the certified gooner in my server, could probably tell you a little bit about Dives. But no, that is a little bit odd. That is a little bit odd. But no, okay. So I've noticed like these people took some swings. So with Vincent, I just read.
Yeah.
How was your relationship with Vincent? He said he was like in your group, but not really close friends. Like how did that work out?
I always kept Vincent at arm's length, and the only reason why I got into speaking terms with Vincent was because I found myself in agreement, as well as Psycho, by the way. We were watching some stuff from another YouTuber named Kretosis, and
Yeah.
it kind of just hit us like a revelation, like, oh my God, Kretosis is retarded. Vincent was right about this guy. I guess just not for the exact reasons Vincent says so, but like, yeah, we think Kree is retarded. So we went into speaking
Right.
terms with Vincent to like talk more about it.
Sure.
And he was in my private server for, I want to say like a few months. And
Yeah.
then like, yeah, we were never friends. We were always on just speaking terms. He was more like an acquaintance. But the reason that he was kicked out of my group was because of, you know, defending just a robot.
Oh, that's why? Okay.
Yeah, no.
So you don't
actually no. It's
Mhm.
not just because he defended Jar, but I believe I did it after he ran from Falgi in that debate.
So you don't like the fact that he was saying Melly didn't say no hard enough? Interesting. Like, yeah, I don't even have to like try to like swing in any which way direction of that guy. That guy just like made his own grave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, as a guy who's never had any bad associates, you really know how to pick them, man.
Yeah, no, shit like this, like shit like Bada and Mythical and other people, it just makes me more careful as to who I consider friends at this point. Like, I
Yeah.
talk about it too. Like, I was very reckless with who I made friends with. I established in the beginning of my video, responding to Bada, that I was not careful with like who I made friends into, because at one point I started surrounding myself with people who were unironically racist.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it could be funny though. Sips tea. No, but
It can be, but like I wanted to like express in the beginning of that part, just like it's very unhealthy to be like around those people.
yeah, I mean, I guess you made some bad calls. Who hasn't?
For sure.
But yeah, no, because I'm gonna get into Mythical in a second. Don't you worry, pal. Don't you worry, compadre. But yeah, no, it's. I just kind of find it interesting because it seems like someone made a video on you, and it just feels like a lot of people kind of opportunistically swung. Dude, like you have some good friends, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I have awesome friends.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm asking with Moment of Sanity, because it's just like, it feels like them just instantly just being like, oh yeah, yep, no, weird around minors, cut them off. It feels like they were just looking for something to cut you off, but I guess that's speculation, to be fair. But,
oh yeah, no, don't worry. I have so much more shit to say about Stell, but I want to be all hush hush about it until my video comes out.
Okay. Fair enough. Dude. Okay, Liquid Cloudy, relax. Everyone has had a bad girlfriend, right, Ace? Define bad, you know, it's kind of hard to really anyways.
I mean, we could always talk about how Ace really wanted he really wanted some of that UTT pussy.
Okay, bud. So this has actually turned into an anti-Netherless stream. So Batakanta was actually spitting facts. We just missed it.
Yeah, you got me, bro. I'm boned. Now I'm gonna conduct non-consensual ERP with you.
Whoa, bro, called it ERP. Okay.
Yeah, get owned.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean, see, a lot of names in this space. I feel like a lot of people are just gonna swing at you, dude. All these no names are coming out of nowhere, but don't worry, you got this. Yeah, I would say after this call-in, you should 100% fully just lock in, try to get it out for tomorrow. And yeah, I'll let you post your side in the server.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'll see about tomorrow. No guarantees, but like Thursday or Friday, I'll definitely get it out there.
Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I mean, I kind of already like went into it already with some of them. Yeah. Any other? Actually, you know what? Just for the stream, just so we get a proper thing before I let you dip. How did you, just for the audience to know, Netherless, how did you and Mythical meet?
Me and Mythical met because of Sean the Legend.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a community post from Mythical talking about it, and I was literally just like, damn, he's getting to you too, huh? And then we met up after that.
Right. And I guess, because again, we're going to get into the guy. What was the reason for the fallout?
The reason for the fallout was because of his very aggressive behavior towards people in my server. It started, honestly, I don't remember the full thing, but like I still have my video on him like unlisted. I could go check that. But from what I remember, we were playing Lethal Company at one point, and he was like literally just like face towards, like mouth literally touching the mic, like screaming, like having a screaming match with one of my server members. And we just like we just didn't take that. And right. I mean, there's also the animal gore stuff, but like I'm pretty sure that was before. And yeah, he was just being an asshole.
Yeah, yeah, just reference, just to build on that a little bit, just so for you guys who don't know, because I did also make a video on Mythical like a year ago or something. It's still up, because I'm not a pussy like someone else in this call. But yeah, no, winks. No, so the animal gore thing, he would essentially, to my understanding, have like OBS like play a GIF for his camera, and it would just be like an animal getting fucking horrifically murked. He would just play that in calls, with like no warning. So that's the animal gore stuff. And the problem I had was back in like Nomus' server, there was a thing called Thug Shakers. And there was minors in here. There was even minors in the call that attested to it. And he played like a pig getting decapitated in front of these kids. And it's like, what the fuck's wrong with you, bro? He tried lying about it at first, and then just, took the L. But like, brother. And I didn't even know till like later that he also did in your server. Which, yeah, lol, like, bro.
Oh yeah, there was also the fucking allegations he was trying to push like privately that like people like you and Sam called out like I abused my ex or some shit. It was awful.
Yeah,
stupid.
No, I mean, I'm not gonna say who it was because I don't really know how much of that is public. I just kind of like let Krillix speak his truth.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like to my understanding, it was kind of a rant about things that she was saying about you, and then you guys talked it out and were good.
Yeah.
And Mythical had like a hate boner for you and wanted to weaponize that against you and like his little gay crusade against you. Yeah, which is like, bro, what a fucking jackass. But yeah, no.
I can make a joke right now, but I'm not going to on a stream.
You know what, Netherless? You know what? You want to be a part of this relitigation of this one thing?
Yeah.
So this is a smoking gun I've had, about Mythical. I've shared it to people, publicly showed it. But you know what? We're gonna do this. All right, you ready?
Oh, you're showing them this. All right. I'm fully in on this.
Yeah. So to give a little bit of context, right? Because I kind of need to for you guys to understand this. Mythical, right here, bottom right. Ignore ZV right here. I'll address that in a second. So I was in a call, trying to get in a call with Mythical. This was after I dropped my video, right? So Mythical here had a situation with a guy named Roger Jack. Roger Jack, to my understanding, is a lolicon and a lolicon defender. But the thing that was found out was that he sent porn to a minor in DMs, right? So, obviously, horrible, bad. No one defends Roger Jack here, right? Awful stuff.
Oh, wait, that was in DMs? I thought that was in a server.
No. So Roger Jack sent that to a minor in DMs. Apparently, that's like what Mythical says. And the porn happened to be Lolicon, right? And Mythical, with his oh so infinite wisdom, nothing wrong with wanting to call this out, right? But with his oh so infinite wisdom, screenshotted the evidence. He censored it, but he mixed it up and at everyone with the uncensored image, right? And the best part about this was this server was unage-gated. And it was in the server for 10 days. So, by trying to call out a guy who sent Lolicon to a minor, he ended up posting Lolicon, like by trying to call someone else out, to a server with multiple minors in it. And it was in there for 10 days. Now, granted, I don't think Mythical's intentions was to corrupt any kids here, but this was a severe L that he was not willing to take right away. So
Yeah.
I'm going to explain some people in this call too. Lieutenant Beast, he's been around, all right? It's been a little bit since I've seen the guy. He has a shorts channel. He has, he's an interesting fella, but unfortunately, I will say I did see him get smoked on Lolcal Live. That was unfortunate. But sure. Lieutenant Beast was friends with Mythical. I don't know if they're chill now, but at this time they did cut each other off because Beast ran a thing called Yug Gang, which was essentially a group for content creators to try to help each other grow. And after some stuff of Mythical came out, just kind of cut him. Just kind of cut him loose at the point. Then here's Asparagus, who, fuck me, man, this guy was odd with his footprint. No real hate, but like I thought that his Breon sweeping was really stupid. I mean, Breon quite literally said that he had a crush on a CP distributor, and still, and this guy was still like, gunk guarding. But sure. But then we got ZV here, which
wasn't Breon the guy that recorded the shit with Kumo? Like,
yes,
telling someone to cut themselves.
Well, not recorded it, but he publicized a recording. Yes.
Oh, okay.
But with ZV here, this was kind of a weird era where like not much was known about ZV. I will say the guy definitely did some trolling tactics and was a little spurgy and unhinged, but like so is a lot of people that I come across. But in this call, I think he just wanted to see Mythical get flamed for some reason because he was debating on making a Mythical video. But this GC was like the only way I could have a chat with Mythical. So, we're caught up, right? We're caught up. Got it.
Yeah.
Now let's get into it. The story is, you try to call out someone for endangering one minor, but you ended up endangering your whole server full of kids.
By accident.
Oh, so it's okay.
accident.
It's okay if you did it by accident.
I bugged up.
By accident,
man.
Oh, so it's okay to ruin kids' mentality if it's a whoopsie, right?
I never said it was okay. And I did take
okay.
accountability. I fucked up.
This is very important. So, it was hentai, right?
Yes.
Was it an adult or a child?
Well, me and Robin looked into it, and then we found out it was from a Lolicon thing, which makes it worse.
Beast's reaction kind of kills me. It's like, fuck. Fuck, my top soldier dude just got fucking smoked. No, but... Yeah, no, it's funny. It's funny. You sent Lolicon in a server full of minors? Oh, fuck.
By accident.
No! This is actually worse than the lyrics allegation. Holy shit, bro.
No, it's not. How?
You saved it and sent it. You saved Lolicon.
I didn't know. I didn't know. Until...
You saved Lolicon on your hard drive and sent it to a server full of minors.
Bring Robin in here, because he was... I didn't know until
Robin didn't join, by the way.
When Robin found out it was.
Wait, so that means you saved Lolicon on your hard drive, though.
Because I didn't know.
You didn't know you saved it. How did you not know it was Lolicon?
Because I didn't know.
I thought your whole point is you can always tell.
It was a face of cum.
Your point...
Bro.
And I want you to know, right? Like I said in that clip, it's just there, because there's a little bit more I don't mind, like, relitigating. But like I said in that clip, Mythical's point whenever arguing with these lolicons is like, you can always tell if it's lolly. And now to defend himself, he's saying he couldn't tell. So, interesting predicament he left himself in.
Also, yeah, this is the same guy that commented on Bada's video, by the way, and Bada hearted that comment.
Yeah, because
this is the fucking person that Bada hearted their comment.
Yeah, so this is right. Glad to see a Nier getting his overdue karma. W video honestly. Yeah, this guy's a little scorned if you couldn't tell. Just a little scorned.
Yeah. Yo, they're 2 peas in a pod.
True. Also, 67 of you here, haha, 67, and only 24 likes. Let's try to get a 50, guys. I believe in you. And let's subscribe because it helps.
7. Also, dislike and unsub until Ace plays Madness.
No, don't do that. That will actually make me cry. But we'll continue with this clip. It's a little chopped.
Your point,
bro. Mythical. Your whole point, Mythical. You are literally a guy that goes against lolicons. You always say it's always easy to tell if it's lolicon and shit like that because it's a child.
Where did you get the image in the first place? How did you find it?
The fucking guy sent it to another miner, and I don't wanted to call him
out.
On my server.
Oh my god!
Oh
my god!
Mythical.
So you took an image that a guy sent to a miner, like it was obviously sexual in nature, and you downloaded that shit, and then you posted that shit on your Discord server. Oh my god!
It gets worse. It gets it gets a little worse. You know that guy was a lolicon too. So, how'd you not know it was lolly?
I did not know it was a lolly.
No, but you know the guy that posted it was a lolly.
Shut up. The picture itself is literally a character with cum on its face. I did not know if it was an adult or a child or anything like that. God, it's very hard to tell. But then we later on found out because Robin spoke to the person on another Twitter account, and we found...
That was banter. Okay, I don't actually know if Robin would do that. That was banter. That was banter. I was evil. I was in the moment. Robin does not goon to lolly.
Now, it was from a lolly, and I was like, oh no.
So wait. But you know, this Roger Jack guy, I think it was him, right?
Yes.
You know he's a lolicon, though, right?
Yes.
And you knew at the time, right?
Yes.
So if he's gonna send any image, wouldn't it be a sexualization of a lolly? If he's a lolicon defender?
I mean, not all lolicons look at lolly porn 24/7. Like, it can change, you know.
Dude, oh my god.
So I didn't know.
Dude, by your own standards, you saved and sent CP in a server full of minors.
Dude. Hold on. Wait. Drawn. So he just specified drawn. He has never given this charitability to any other lolicon in his life. Okay. And you're about... I want you guys to pay attention to Lieutenant Beast's reaction after hearing drawn. You ready? You ready? It's over.
Ready. And was by accident.
Now you're gonna make the difference between CP and drawn CP.
Oh my god, there's no way you just fucking said that because oh my god, there's no fucking way you just said that.
I don't
drawn. Well. That you can't use that as a defense. Okay, you accidentally sent it. You didn't know it was CP.
It's still bad. It's still bad, and I'm still against it. I never said it was fucking fine because it's drawn. I never said that. I'm just specifying. I'm just specifying because drawn and...
I love how his mic is just peeking too. He's just like, what the fuck?
There's a big difference still, because one's still worse. Both are bad, but one is worse.
Okay, but
it's still like CP. It's like
you still call both people pedophiles, though, right?
Listen, yeah, because they get off to it. I didn't.
That we're aware of.
It was shut up.
Okay, I was a little bit of a dick there.
It was an accident. It was a big fucking accident. I did not know it was a lolly, and I did not know that I sent the uncensored one, and I thought it was censored when I sent it until someone brought it up later on. I'm like, oh shit, I fucked up. Let me delete that, and then later on, I found out it was a lolly, which made things fucking weirder for me. I was like, oh no.
You're like, damn, I had a CP saved on my hard drive, dude. What the fuck?
Bro, like, as soon as I found out, I was like, oh no. What the fuck?
So, I'll admit, I was being a pretty catty dick in this call. I've been waiting to get another call with him for quite a while. And this call actually ended up being 2 hours, but this part was always the most chopped of it, in my opinion. Because it's like...
Yeah, that's just bad, dude. Like, holy shit.
But hey, at least Nier is getting his overdue karma, okay? Like, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
W
dude, for sure. I got fucking mocked, bro. I'm bowed.
Yeah, W video, honestly, bro. Yeah, no.
You wanna know what's funny about that too?
What's up?
Both I shouldn't even say both. Like, everyone in Bada's circle knows who Mythical is. So it's really funny that Bada just allows Mythical to just say that shit in his video, knowing who he is.
Yeah. And I will say, this was also during my, I will say, I was a little soy in some areas in this video. It's whatever. I think Netherless rubbed off on me. Whatever. Let's see. I want to get into some of the DMs of the animal gore thing. Because he... Let's see, where is it? Oh, fuck, this is back in my bald Ace Space days. Okay.
But for just in case, I kind of got him to loosely admit it in DMs.
Okay, so here we go. I fell asleep last night. Did you actually do the pig gore thing or not? I said what I needed to say, and you didn't fucking listen. Actual prick. Did you show it or not? Yes or no? Simple question. To be fair, to him, he was asleep, bro. Was in VC for hours after it ended. Me, Beast, and Fabio went in there and shouted out at him and played alarms to him. Still a prick.
Where he would basically just be like, apparent.
Yes or no? Answer the question. I wasn't there clearly, like at the end. Apparently, yes. Well, I don't remember doing it, and I don't plan on doing that shit. Take it however you like. If you hate me or something I apparently did over a year ago, that's a you problem. I'm a lot more mature now compared to the last year me. So if you want to be an actual friend or one of the PR nerds, then go ahead. Your choice. See, I'm the problem for having an issue with a guy showing pig gore to kids, but you know, whatever. Whatever. Yeah. A little bit of a whoops, and apparently it happened. Oh, dude. Dude.
To my knowledge, it happens. I don't know.
Yeah, I was kind of a prick with some of these clips. Hold on.
Getting hit by like maybe a truck, and the other one get hit by
I think
a train.
justifiably so, though.
I know for certain I've seen from Myth is the deer getting fucking deleted by an airplane.
Mythical.
Okay, to be fair though,
Mythical.
Calix isn't a minor, right? And I was also shown that.
I'm sorry. Do you have to be a minor for it to be a bad thing to show animal gore?
Mythical.
Okay, I did that as a dick thing too. Mythical. But yeah. Whoops.
I wish I was recording. Oh my god.
Like, oh wait,
it would be a shame if someone was, man. Fuck.
Now what makes fuck. So yeah, that
Ace ear rape.
Yeah, that call was like 3 hours. You know what? I kind of want to play some condolences to Mythical here. Yeah. You ready? Yeah, you've definitely never seen this before.
Video. Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. All right, have a wonderful day.
Yeah, I fucking built this fucking group up for so long.
I mean, I think it's
shit.
I
fucking helped. No. The amount of fucking times he wanted to shut this shit down, and I'd come in fucking clutch. I don't believe I'm getting fucked over, man.
You're not, right? You're not.
I believe I am. Fuck you, Ace. Like, actually, fuck you. Like, if you're gonna sit here and fucking lie, fuck you.
Are you?
Like, you piece of shit.
No, we got kicked out of Yacht Gang. No. I saw what you did. And then I got unfriended. Hold on, let me try to go back into his server. No! Fuck! No! Please, Mythical, take me back, man! Take me back! So...
Yeah. In the words of Big Man Gamers, someone that both me and Bada idolize. So sad. So sad indeed.
Yeah. That was a bit rough, wasn't it? No, but... Yeah. Is this guy dishonest or dense? Dishonest. Yeah, it would sure be a shame if someone was recording that. See, Mythical is definitely old school lore on my end, right? Like that was a year ago. I guess not that old school, but you know what I mean. That was before I really properly stepped into the ACC, right? I want to try to find something. Because I will admit, I did some A-logging on Mythical. Okay, yeah. And keep in mind, this guy was also a little bit of a moral fag, right? I said, I don't understand what Mythical's thought process was here. So you made fun of someone for being sexually assaulted, and your defense was they made jokes about people being virgins. This defense is wild, right? This was an old tweet, and I'm just going to relitigate this too. So yeah, here's a video from a little while back of Mythical being evil.
Made fun of Josh's sexual assault, yeah.
Yeah, I would admit this. I made a couple of jokes, but I thought it was okay because he makes jokes himself. For example, when he calls other people virgins, we will call him out for being a virgin because he's a kid, but then he says, oh, I was raped, and we're like, it doesn't count. I might not have any evidence of that, so you don't have to take my word on that, but at the same time, if you know him, then you'll probably know it's true anyway, but I don't fucking know. I mean, yeah, I have made jokes, but he never told me to stop, or, well, I don't know if he told me to stop or not.
Made fun of.
I don't know if he told me to stop. Dude, this is awesome. This is fucking peak. This guy's awesome, dude.
I got stuck with commentary amnesia, so I don't know if I stopped for something. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I remember when I made a couple tweets about it. Okay, I'll probably relitigate that in a second, but I got him so scared, right? This guy unblocked me on Twitter and was begging for me to take it down. And I was like, no, I'll just take your side. And he's like, okay. Years ago, Josh would joke about his alleged sexual assault on Discord server in VC. Everyone thought it was okay to also make jokes. Josh didn't mind it and thought it was funny most of the time, but there was an argument in the group between me and some other people over some petty shit. So they tried twisting shit and manipulate situations to make me look awful. But after the beef, I got into a VC with Josh and settled our beef, and he even apologized to me for that shit he pulled. I won't lie, I could have worded my video better, but at the end, that time I rushed it out. Plus, I was still learning how to word things better, so my commentary would be better, and I was still somewhat new to it. Interesting excuse. There's a reason why I kind of harped on this too, because there was a guy that apparently he made fun of their sexual assault in a server. I forget the guy's name. It's been so long, but he was denying it. So then I found this, which would show
Wait. I kind of blanked for a moment. Who were you talking about?
There was a guy that he made fun of their sexual assault, I think at a party or whatever. Which I was showing this as a pattern of behavior to that, but he was denying the one for that one. Again, he moral fagged. Oh, that was so horrible.
Oh yeah, no. I can corroborate that there is a pattern of behavior because I guess not to be too personal, but one of my friends in my circle also expressed an event that happened that involved rape, and Mythical was making fun of that. And then when we called him out for that, he was denying it. So yeah, that is a pattern of behavior.
Yeah. Let's see. Looks like we have a debate over sexual harassment. This has been an ongoing beef between Mythical, Brother Nier, and Psychonaut Therapy. A few months ago, we're a whole drama in Psycho server, and now it has all officially surfaced publicly. So we got Mythical. Right. I would have to go back to this. But mostly, some of these were literally just talking about calling him, Booby Bear. Someone did say that they're gonna fart in his mouth. Yeah.
Oh my god, glory days, dude.
Yeah, so getting called Booby Bear, too much. We gotta expose the server for this. Making fun of someone's sexual assault, that's based. Okay. Kino stuff.
If you didn't...
So yeah, here's Mythical.
No, this guy made a community post about me recently, and it really is a dishonest one. So if you didn't know, I was in this Discord server a few months ago until I left, and the main reason why I left was because the server members in there, who are also his friends, were sexually harassing me. But I will go into more detail in a bit, but he really does try and downplay this whole situation by showing a screenshot of me joking.
You weren't funny, monkey. Your humor primarily consists of slurs, pot, meat, kettle. And you rape kids, faggot. Acting like you know me is crazy. I don't even know who you even are.
Calling someone a monkey and jokingly calling people a pedophile, which I think is kind of funny that he uses this, because if you know me well, then you know that I mean nothing behind what I say when I say this type of shit.
Then why can't you grant that same good faith to someone saying Booby Bear? Do you think that they're actually making an advancement on you? I don't know. I feel like if one's okay, then both would be okay. Thank you.
This is why this is why I fucking love Athen, because like she fucking rage baits people all the time and they fall for that shit. It's really funny.
Based. Oh yeah, thank you for the 2. Cornball ass avatar. Don't worry, this is like really fucking tough. You just don't know it yet.
Shit, because with the whole calling people monkey thing, that has no racist context behind it. I just say it for the sake of saying shit, and it means nothing whatsoever. And it's the exact same thing with the whole calling people pedophiles, because, you know, that's my humor. My humor is to say some dumb shit.
Okay, so
if you
again,
I want to point this out too for context. Another reason why Mythical was like ostracized from our community was because there was a person in my server at the time that Mythical was pretty much bullying, because like he was calling this guy a pedophile like left and right, and this person had expressed to them that they wanted them to stop, and Mythical kept going.
Yeah.
And it sort of drove this person into a suicidal state. And when we found this out, we kind of just called out Mythical for it, which I'm pretty sure that's another factor as to why he left.
Yeah. This guy couldn't handle the heat, so he got out of the kitchen, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. If Mythical ever wants to ever come back, the door is in my server, bro. Yeah, no, it sounds like early Pyro is fucking diabolical. But yeah, no.
Yikes.
So that's why I don't like that Mythical guy. Very clearly, the guy is just scorned and wants to swing back at him, so he latched onto the Batakanta thing to be like, yes, finally! And I don't really like that, like...
yes, finally! Vindication!
Yep, and I just got fucking, mobbed. And then there was Vincent Martin, who I would love to see your content, man. This is going to be great. And then, honestly, I would say the least worst one's probably Mo and Insanity out of the group, but I'm not too fond of, like, their reasoning. It's just kind of gay.
Oh, no. Ace, trust me. I have so much shit to say about Stell. But again, hush hush, wait for video.
Okay, whatever, man. I guess so. If Mythical comes back, can we call him a PDF as revenge? That's just his humor, man. I don't know why you're shitting on it, bro. Of course, if he wants people to. Now, I think that pretty much covers everything on my docket. Oh, did I not monetize this? That's awesome. Guys, live monetization right now. You guys will never know. Save.
Yay.
Sort of free stream. Please, everyone, donate so I get something out of it. But okay, we're gonna redirect you guys to.
We've got to have money.
Yeah, tiny kittens. You guys get to see tiny kittens after this fucking
Kibbers.
evil stuff. But yeah, other than that, that's where I'm ending the stream, fellas. Okay, that pretty much covered everything. Yeah,
I really appreciate you for covering this, and I guess one more question I do have is, when my video does come out, do you want to stream that too?
Maybe. Definitely will be like promoted in the server for sure. But this lays out groundwork, so. Oh yeah, don't worry, bro. All right. You guys have a wonderful day, and you guys enjoy some awesome kitties. But with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next